Good morning. I had a double check there to see is my mic on? Is the hardware button muted and is the software button muted? Usually I forget to do one or the other. And quite predictably, the first 30 seconds of this stream almost every time is people in the chat going, "Can't hear you, Gary, can't hear you, Gary," and then me redoing the opening part with the mic actually turned on. I love our new alerts. Aren't they great? We got those from Streamlabs. I signed up for Streamlabs Prime. I think that's what it's called, and you pay like $10 a month or whatever, and they give you access to all these different themes and additional elements that you don't get in the free version. We've been using those. I believe that is a theme called Villager Crossing that somebody put. There's another one. Look at that, Fielderfar, described with Twitch Prime, and I've got lovely, lovely alerts happening in my chat right now. The follower alert, I've got it set up so the follower alert doesn't make any sounds because that's popping off all the time. That would be annoying, especially on the other show, which is causing me so much stress right now. I'm never going to mention the name of it, but on the other show, none of the alerts make sounds because they're constantly popping off, and it's annoying if you're watching it back on YouTube or whatever. On this show, Animal Crossing Mornings, who cares? So the follower alerts don't make a sound because they're pretty common, but subscribers and things like that do make sounds because on Animal Crossing Mornings is a show that people are less likely to watch back on YouTube. So calling out subscribers and bits and stuff like that and having it make sounds, I don't mind. We put it on YouTube anyway in case you, for whatever reason, you want to watch Animal Crossing Mornings in the evening or something. You can now, but for the most part, I think people watch it live, and so the live alerts are fine. The other show, I think more people watch that on YouTube because they can't always watch live, but they do want to watch the show. So we put it on YouTube for them in a nicely, slickly packaged, edited version. And in that version, we had like one show where the alerts were going off, and people said, "Can you please turn those off?" Because like even though like on the talk show, the follower alerts are like constant, and so it gets really annoying. So I just turned the follower on the other show. The follower alert is turned off altogether, and the other alerts do play on screen, but they don't make a sound. Jushin15 says AOC interview. Yes, of course, that is the big thing that was popping off in the last 48 hours. Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has expressed genuine interest in coming to be a guest on the other show. We're excited about that. Of course, she'd be welcome anytime. And I can tell you that, yes, I am now in contact. I've spoken back and forth a couple of times with her communications director, the people that does like all her public appearances and press stuff. And we're talking about it. We're seeing if we can make it work. I'm sure there's a lot to figure out before she could come be on the show because she's a very prominent person. But we're going to try to make it work. I would love it if we could make it work, and I think it would be good for the show. I think she would get something out of it as well. Let's see what happens. In the meantime, we're going to jump over to the island in just a moment. I can see my little guy sitting there right now. He's waiting for me to control him. The other thing that popped off yesterday, and like my mentions on Twitter were an absolute meltdown yesterday, an absolute meltdown. And that is because it was partly because of the AOC thing. Obviously, that got a lot of attention. But then the other thing that happened yesterday, and this was all just completely coincidental. Fine, we didn't know when this was going to happen, but as we announced yesterday, myself and Greg Miller wrote a Joker Batman story for this new thing that DC is putting. It should already have been out. It should have already been out April 29th, but obviously the COVID situation has delayed a lot of things. But it is now going to be out June 9th, and I'm going to zap over to this right now and show it to you because I want to plug this a little bit because I'm actually just now for the first time I haven't seen all the variant covers before. I'm looking at them now, so I thought it'd be cool to kind of share them with you. This is the Joker 100-page super spectacular 80th anniversary. It's the 80th anniversary of the Joker this year. 1940, first appearance in DC Comics. And DC does this a lot. They put out these cards. They just did one for Wonder Woman recently. They've done one for Robin. When one of their characters has a big anniversary, they do this thing called the Super Spectacular. And it's a bunch of it's like an anthology of short stories, all new stories, all-star talent, or in this case, almost all-star talent on the book. This one has incredible people contributing to it. Brian Azzarello, Jim Lee, Bill Sienkiewicz, Scott Snyder, like the people that are like the top writers in the Batman world. Are the variants all the same artist or different artists? They're all different artists. So let's look at it. So, for example, this is the main cover. This is like cover A. It's going to be fun to go through this. So this is cover A from Greg Capullo, which I think is just brilliant. I love this piece of art. Really, one of the best pieces of Joker art that I've seen. Let's go. Actually go through them all here. I want to make sure we know who's. Hold on. I want to make sure we know who is who. So that's Greg Capullo. Arthur Adams. That's Arthur Adams. I like that one. That one's kind of cool with the crazy monkeys with the clown faces. What is going on there? Like a little miniature Batman and Robin. I don't even know. Each one of these, I know that I think they did eight. Who did the art for our story? A very talented artist by the name of Dan Mora, and his art is incredible. So I think they did eight covers, and each one represents a different decade from the Joker. So this looks like kind of an earlier one, maybe like a 1940s or something. Um, that's Arthur Adams. David Finch. Ooh, that one's cool. Kind of shades of the Heath Ledger Joker there, sitting on a giant pile of money. And I feel like this one has, I don't know, what would you call that? Golden Age, that logo style? I'm not sure what you would call that. I like it though. That's David Finch. Matina, look at this one. Oh wow, look at that crazy Joker fish. That's freaky. I like that. That's really cool. That's David Finch. Oh, that's Matina. Jim Lee, Jim Lee always does incredible work. Look at this, and it's like an all-star cover there. Look at it. You got Harvey Dent, um, Man Bat, Poison Ivy, the Riddler, um, Scarecrow. A couple of characters I don't recognize, but that's a good one. Look at that, beautiful. I gotta find some way to get all eight of these variants. Bill Sienkiewicz, of course, one of the most iconic comic book artists of all time, with a very disturbing. Yeah, so this is the 1980. It tells you in each one. Okay. All right, it tells you what each decade is. That's cool. Delato. This is 90s. This is a 90s look on the Joker. A little bit Dark Knight Returns, I want to say. A little bit Killing Joke, maybe. Bermejo. Ooh, I like this one. This is the 2000s. And yeah, obviously, very much a Heath Ledger look there with the kind of the scarred face. I think he's going and yeah, very much like the Heath Ledger outfit as well. I think this is a. I think he's going for a Heath Ledger look there. Um, let me just make sense because each one tells you. Yeah, so that's the 40s. So I was right with that one. This is 50s. Okay, that makes sense. 60s for that one. 70s. It does actually have a very 70s look to it. I like that. Um, Sinkovich is the 80s. Del Otto is the 90s look. I do really like that one. Uh, but Mayho is the 2000s again, the kind of the Chris Nolan era. And then Jock, who's a brilliant artist, with the 2010s, very conceptual. And then just like a blank one. That's interesting. Not quite sure what the point of that is. But this is the main one. Um, and because I'm shameless. Oh, I got the wrong stream deck. I got one for each show. I got to put the little one out here because I'm totally shameless. You know me. I'm going to make it very easy for you. I'm dropping that link into the chat right now. You can actually go order the. People are saying, "How can I get this comic?" The comic book stores are closed. Well, you can still order them by mail order, and you can still, of course, get them via Comixology and digital comic book outlets as well. So, and a lot of comic book stores are even doing. The purpose of the blank ones are to people to take to Comic Cons to get sketched on by artists. What a brilliant idea! I never thought of that. That's really cool. I like that a lot. And that's a really cool idea. And then I'm going to just drop this in the chat as well. You may have seen it on the show yesterday. This is the link for the announcement video that Greg Miller and I did, where we talked about our story, our part of it. It's called "Kill the Batman," the story that we did, and it's super cool. Really, really pleased with how it came out. But yeah, if you want to get the book. This is just one site that I picked out. Stadium. I just picked this because it looks like it's easy to order. I'm actually going to order a couple for myself. Oh wow, so it's sold out. Do you see this? Do you see this right here? It says sold out. Damn, this comic's sold out. Okay, what about the other covers? Sold out. Sold out. Sold out. Oh shit. Look at this. Every version sold out. You guys might have to find another link. Damn. Even the blank one, every single one sold out. I mean, okay. What happens if I try another site? I saw another site here earlier. Let me see here. What's a good what's a website that you would typically order comic books from if you want to order them digitally? And sorry, over the mail. Yes, you should absolutely always support your local comic book store. So Comics Experience is my local comic book store. Can I order from them? Let's see. Uh, I don't know if you can or not. I tried Midtown Comics and it didn't come up. It was very confusing. Hold on, let's try this. Midtown Comics. Hold on. Okay. All right. Here I am on the Midtown Comics site. If I type in Joker 80th, it's weird. They don't have a listing for it. It doesn't come up. Like if you want to order the Joker 80th special from Midtown Comics, you can't do it because they don't have it listed, and I don't understand that at all. It's very confusing to me. Yeah, and I wanted to. You can call and pre-order. You just do it over online though, don't you? Isotope Comics. There's another one that's like my regular comic book store. It's actually a great comic book store in San Francisco. Let's see here. Can I order from them? Can I order from them? Um, like, where do you do online ordering? Oh, I just want to hold on a second. Give me 1 second here, please. I got an email since I see her in the chat right now. Um, um, I got an email the other day. I have a public facing email account. It's with a website at gmail.com, and anyone can email me there. And I'm actually quite lucky. I never get trolled or anything. Let me go back to full screen. I never get trolled or anything. People are always very nice. Um, I never get like hate mail or anything like that. Even though I often, post political stuff on Twitter, people generally are nice to me, and I like that. I'm very grateful for it. And this was a particularly nice email that I got, and I wanted to read it out because the person who's the subject of the email is in the chat right now. Um, it says, and I apologize if I'm going to embarrass Keith Coast right now, but Keith Coast wrote me a letter, and it says, Gary, my wife loves Animal Crossing. Has for years. She absolutely loves Animal Talking and your videos. She's such an AC nerd, she has all four complete sets of the Animal Crossing e reader cards from back in the day. Very rare. I know your show is getting more attention now, congrats, but if you ever wanted to have a super fan on, it would be amazing. For Mother's Day, she wants us all to spend time playing with her on AC. I'll be getting her turnips instead of roses. Her name is Melissa Coast, and in the chat, she goes by the name of MC Honeybee, and you can see her there in the chat right now. So I just wanted to say hello, Melissa. I see you in the chat all the time, and I love having you here, and you're very, very welcome here. And I love that you support Animal Crossing mornings and Animal Talking. And who knows? We're all booked up through the month of May, but I think we probably should have an Animal Crossing, Animal Talking super fan on the show at some point. You never know what the possibilities are. I never want Animal Talking to become just about like, oh, big celebrity guests. Even though we have some absolutely bonkers celebrity guests coming up on the show, just you wait. Just you wait. But I also want it to be just about like cool people and my friends and like never get carried away with all that stuff. So Melissa Coast, MC Honeybee, 80. Thanks for being a part of the Animal Crossing mornings with Gary Stroke Animal Talking community. You're very welcome here, and I wish we had more. I mean, we do. We have lots. I wish we had, but I wish we had even more lovely people like you in our community, because that's what makes this such a nice, positive, wholesome community. And you've all been a massive part of the success of the show, the shows that we've enjoyed so far. On Monday, we have another show coming up, which I'm excited about. Got some great guests. Greg Miller, of course, will be here. The great Greg Miller. Finally turning the tables on him. Our relationship began many years ago, with him interviewing me on his show that he used to have on IGN called Up at Noon, and it was like a bullshit talk show, like mine is a bullshit talk show. And now we get, all those years later, we finally get to turn the tables. And I'll be interviewing him. I'll be behind the desk, and he'll be on the couch. I'll be in the suit. So it'll be great to have Greg on the show. Chuck Wendig, New York Times best-selling author Chuck Wendig, and a good friend of mine, one of the most talented and friendly people I know, will be on the show as well. And Samantha Ruddy, who is a very, very talented... I'm actually going to test something real quick. I'm going to ask you to bear with me for just a moment. I want to know if this gets claimed. So I'm going to dump it into an Animal Crossing Mornings YouTube chat episode. Samantha, who is coming on the show, this is why I'm excited to have her. I mean, she's very funny, but beyond that, the reason why I'm excited to have her on the show is sorry, I keep having to look at this other monitor over here. She actually does come from the world of genuine late night comedy. Oh, sorry. I'm trying to get this right. Open link. There we go. She comes from the real world of late night comedy. And what I wanted to do was, like, she's actually done like real stand up on Stephen Colbert's Late Show, like that, and that's the show that he inherited from David Letterman. So like that's as big as it gets. And now she's coming onto our show. And so what I want to do is, I can't show the whole clip because I know that CBS would object to that. But I would at least like to show just the little very beginning part with like Stephen Colbert bringing her out onto stage. I want to know if I can show it on the show. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show it now. And when I upload Animal Crossing Mornings, because I don't really care about that show on YouTube, I don't think many people are watching it, but I put it up anyway because some people have asked. I'm going to run the clip that I want to run on Animal Talking on Monday now, and I'm going to see if it gets claimed. So let's try a little something here. I'm going to go over here and run just like the first 30 seconds of this. Let's see what happens.
Hey everybody, welcome back to The Late Show. Folks, our next guest tonight is a stand-up comedian making her network television debut. Please welcome to The Late Show, Samantha Ruddy.
Hi.
So that's all I want to show on the show on Monday, because it's just cool, right? Like, you know, she was on Colbert, now she's on our show. I think there's a good chance that the CBS police will object, but honestly, it's they don't take the video down, they just take any money I earn off of it. And honestly, at this point, I'm earning about 8 cents. So like, CBS is welcome to it. I mean, maybe they need it, I don't know. But I just thought so that's a little preview. So Samantha Ruddy, who was a comedian who actually did like a stand-up set on Stephen Colbert's show, The Late Show. That's like the royalty of late night comedy, late night talk shows, is going to be on our show on Monday. And I'm going to show that tiny. I'm not going to show a whole set from Colbert because we'll get in trouble. But she did actually bring. This is like the toughest thing for us. We're trying to figure out how to do stand-up comedy on the show, which is very hard to do because if you're a stand-up comic, like you can't just do jokes to an empty room. Like you need an audience to feed off of. Like they're laughing or whatever. You get a sense of like how the audience is working with you. So over Discord, I can't ask a comedian to do 5 minutes of stand up comedy over Discord with no laughter or anything. So what we're doing in the interim, and this is what Samantha's going to do on Monday, is she is going to bring a clip, a 5 minute clip of a real stand up set that she did recently in a New York comedy club. And canned laughter isn't the solution either. I appreciate the effort, but like stand up comedians, that can't work for stand up comedians, and I don't think it's going to work for the audience either. I don't think that's the solution. The solution we have for right now, in the meantime, is Samantha's going to bring a clip, a 5 minute clip. You know, usually stand-up comics do what's called a type 5, which is like their best 5 minutes of material for when they need to do like a stand-up appearance or something like that. So Samantha's just bringing like her most recent 5 minutes of her most recent stand-up performance from a New York comedy club, which is very funny. I've looked at it already, and she's cleared it with her managers like we can show the whole thing. So we're just gonna do a 5 minute clip. Where in NYC? I don't know. Let me look it up. I can tell you right now. Uh, uh, uh. It's at a place called the Comedy Works, wherever that is. I don't know. Um, but like I can show you, like this is just like, you know, I'll show you a screen cap from it. This is the clip that we're going to show on Monday. There's Samantha at Comedy Works, which I imagine is somewhere in New York City, but I don't know exactly where. But we'll look at we'll look at that in entire. We'll have our first like.
I don't like.
Oh, still a little bit of video. I'm gonna have like we'll have for the first time like real, even though it's in the form of a video clip, we'll actually have like a real stand up comedy set. And I don't think anyone's seen it, because apart from the people that were at the comedy club, this is from back in September of 2019 when she recorded this clip. This is in the before times. But this is an unlisted YouTube clip. I don't think she's published this. I think this we'll be seeing this. I think maybe. I think she sends this out to people like when she needs to like send her a sample of her comedy. But like, we'll actually be showing it on the show, so that will be cool. And yeah, you can't go to real comedy clubs right now, so come to our virtual comedy club and we'll get into it then. That's all very cool. We're excited about all of these things. I'm bummed out. I still can't order a copy of the Joker book anywhere. It's sold out everywhere, as far as I can tell. Like, what's another popular site that you would order? Like, none of my local stores seem to be able to help me here, unless I'm probably going to call them on Monday. Hey, Nick, Adam, good morning. How are you? Nice to see you in the chat. Check my DMs. Hold on. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, you know what? I think we have it, but you should send it to me anyway. Please mail it to me, because I think Props has it, but I personally don't have it. Can you send me that, please? I would appreciate that. That's a different kind of mic stand that we don't have. Oh no, not texts. Hold on. Where are you sending me stuff? In Messenger, Facebook, Twitch DMs. Oh shit! I never look at my Twitch DMs. I don't even have that open. Hold on. Oh shit! Here we go. Oh, okay. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, aha. Legacy Comics. Oh, you can buy a pack of the whole thing. You can get like all 10 covers. Ooh, you know what? I'm gonna do this right now, because I don't want this to sell out. Give me a second here. Add to cart. In stock. Can be back ordered. All right, I'm adding that to the cart. Okay. Just bear with me here. I got to get, okay, PayPal. PayPal is good because it's already going to have all my address stuff in it. I like Apple Pay best, but PayPal's good. Okay. Pay with, okay. Form of payment. Sorry, I know this isn't exactly scintillating content, but okay, pick up at Legacy. No, I don't want to do that. Priority mail. All right. Yeah. Shipping. Yeah, it's got all my shipping details. Place order. Yeah, I didn't have Facebook Messenger open. I should have, because that's how you guys communicate with me behind the scenes. And it's done. Joker 80th anniversary 100-page super spectacular #1 variant set of 10 covers ordered. Boom. Thank you very much indeed, Adam Nickerson. Constantly finding new ways to help me. Kate asks the question, are we buying another egg setter? Kate, I am so glad that you're not only that you're in the chat. I'm always glad that you're in the chat because you're a lovely person and I love seeing you around. I am so glad that you're in the chat. But I'm also very glad that you asked about the egg setter because guess what? Adam's in the chat as well, so he needs to hear this as well. Leah and I, well, Leah really had the idea. I would never think to do something like this for Adam, but Leah had the idea. He can't get an egg setter in Canada. We should get him one. And Leah actually did go and order one for Adam, and it was sent here to the house. But by the time we got it, Adam revealed that he had already got one for himself via a senior's medical supply store. I don't know whether or not he has it yet, but he ordered it. He committed to it. He bought it. And so basically, long story short, we now have a second egg setter sitting here. Hey, Chub Rock Geek, thanks very much for the tier 1 sub. We ordered this. It came to the house. It was supposed to be sent to Adam. Adam went ahead and bought his own egg setter, so now we've got a second one. So maybe this is the dream. Look, this is really cool. You can actually squish the little squishies right here through the little windows. You can kind of feel how soft it is. Leah sat on and she said it hurt her back. So it's not really for her, but this is great because now I have one up on my kitchen bench where I can sit at the kitchen table and eat without hurting my butt. And now I can even I can have this down here and have one down on my frankly not that comfortable gamer chair. And this will make it a bit more comfortable. Maybe I'll unbox this and get it all set up later today. So that's that. In classic animal talking or Animal Crossing mornings with Gary tradition, I've gone for about half an hour without even getting into the game. But we're going to do that right now. We're going to jump over to Kauai. I spent so much time in my basement working on this talk show that the island itself, I'm really been neglecting it. And so we need to do something about that. We need to get into. Hold on, I need to move this over here. Sorry, just bear with me. I have to move when I go over to like game mode. I have to move my windows around so I can see what's going on. And let me just do this as well. 1 second. Yeah, I'm already okay. I'm where I need to be. Let's see here. All right, let's see if we can make this work here. Let's go over here. There we are. We're going to, of course, unmute the capture card. So, yeah, second exit. Kate, did you get yours yet? I'm curious to know. I think you should. By the way, since I did it, I think the least you can do is also sit on an egg when yours arrives. I think that's only fair. Since I provided you apparently with so much comedy and so much joy because you were just in like fits of giggles the whole time. I would not react that way if you sat on an egg. I would be respectful and just filled with admiration rather than laughing at you the way you laughed at me. But I do think you should do it. Kate says no, mine appears to be MIA. I'll tell you what I'll do, Kate. I'm going to hold on to this second one that I've got here. For whatever reason yours gets lost in the mail or it doesn't show up, or maybe I'll just send you this one. One way or another, let me just put it this way. There's no scenario where you don't end up sitting on an egg. Like I'm gonna make it happen one way or another. It's gonna happen. So we look forward to that. Very glad to be out of my my talk show clothes because they are a little bit constricting. And I just like to be cash. I like to be casual. I like to have my Hawaiian shirt. I like to let me just check one other thing. Okay, that's what I need to do. Kate says, I'm fully prepared to sit on an egg live on the internet. I'm telling you, your audience is going to love it. Big ratings. Big ratings. You know, I've been so busy working on the show and everything else I've got going on right now. Batman, AOC, you know, I'm a very busy man these days. And I haven't really had the time because of that, just to kind of have like my regular, nice kind of morning kitchen ritual, which is, you know, I like to, God damn that clock. I like to, I got to move that clock. Can I not work this, what's going on here? Like, that turns the clock on. I don't want to do that. I want to make the mixer go. I'm going to have to move that clock, aren't I? Oh, I didn't really want to move it, but I'm going to have to. You know what? It's okay, because it's not, the stand mixer is not what I want to use anyway. I just realized I want to use the blender, and that does work. And I make my regular morning banana smoothie. There we go. Boil up some water. Grind up some beans. Hi Gary, big fan, says Hungover Monty. Thanks Monty, thanks for joining us. It's fine. I don't want to use I don't really need to use the mixer. I like to have the blender. Oh, and while we're doing that, let's get some. Oop, not quite ready to sit down yet. Move. What are you doing? Get some toast on the go. Some toast. And some coffee. And of course the quad shot. So good. A bit of coffee, a bit of toast. I think we're about ready to kind of face the day here. Let's go see. I always like to step outside to a blinking mailbox and see if we've got one. Ooh, we do have a blinking mailbox. My kids, Susanna and Charlotte, are big fans of your show. Well, hello, Susanna and Charlotte. I hope you're watching right now. I'm really glad you watch. I honestly can't believe 253 people watch this nonsense. Ooh, a new KK album? Oh, I think I already got that. I just needed to throw away the actual card that came with it. And Justine has sent me a little gift. How lovely. Well, she was a wonderful, wonderful guest on the show the other night. And now I'm like BFFs with one of the biggest YouTubers in the world, which is, you know, I'm all about, you know, rubbing shoulders with big time celebrities. It's the only way I could really assign any sense of kind of self-worth or value to my life. So, you know, the more famous people I hang out with, the better. I can't believe that she actually won on The Price is Right. That's really amazing. I'm not going to throw away her note. That's from iJustine. Are you kidding me? I'm going to frame that. I'm going to put it on my wall of fame. All right, what do we got here? Okay, the den chair can go back. That didn't. We tried something with a chair. Yes, that didn't work. We don't need the spotlight. I'm not pulling the spotlight back out. And the sofa can go back. That's the second sofa. I did throw it away. Okay, well, whatever. I'm sure she'll write me another one. You know, I'll send her something. Kate, I've got many. I honestly don't think we are struggling with suit options. We've got some great ones. Okay, I feel better now. Yeah, Melissa, we are. I didn't quite get it. I didn't understand why people would want an audio-only version of the show, because so much of the gimmick is tied into the visuals of it. But a lot of people have asked for an audio podcast, and so interesting. What's this? Pondering. I'll give that a proper listen later. I'm not sure if that's really what I want to be doing right now. But a lot of people have asked for it. Adam, did we? I know that you've been poking around. Did we make any progress with figuring out how we would get an audio podcast version of the show up and running? It can't be that difficult. I mean, like, everyone's got a podcast. Like, I mean, if every other person on the planet can have a podcast, how can we not figure it out? Okay, now Adam says, okay, so officially we can announce here, live on Animal Crossing Mornings, an Animal Talking podcast, audio podcast is in the works. And I imagine that when that goes live, we will dump an archive. Like, we've already done 8 episodes. We'll dump every episode that we've done so far, so you'll have an archive to listen to right away. And I get it. Like, I mean, the actual interviews are cool and interesting, and the music is great. I think that... and sometimes if people want to listen to it in the car, then that's great too. I mean, the interview we did yesterday with Colin Trevorrow and Emily Carmichael and Ryan Miller was really, I listened to it back and I thought it was really cool. So yes, an audio podcast will be on the way, and I imagine you'll be able to get that through Apple Music, Spotify, and wherever you get your podcasts. Basically, I imagine we'll be on every service. I don't know how the back end of all that works, but I'm sure Adam either does or is in the process of finding out how that works. And we're going to get there very soon. I really don't want to dig up these holes. Adam dug all these holes in my garden, and it's very annoying to me that he's done this. I don't like it. I don't approve of it. All right, he said, looks like he's sending me some items for the wardrobe department. And of course, the raccoon figurines always come in handy because we give those to all our guests. Another raccoon. Okay, Adam WTF. I mean, I say that like 50 times a day. He's done so many things that have annoyed me on this show. The creeper emote, which I have now, by the way, officially banned. I trust you, you'll never see that again. And if you do, you'll never see Adam again. I can promise you that. Running around, whacking me with a net, sending me, his awful villagers that I don't want on my island. Just trolling me with gold nuggets and I've only got 2 people kind of on my shit list right now. One of them is Adam, who's basically just permanently there. And Mary Kish from Twitch, because she still owes me money. She's been tremendously helpful. She was a great guest. Yeah, Leah, sorry, I'm doing that right now. Let me get you that dodo code. I have it. I'm putting it in the Discord right now. The dodo code, the Animal Talking Discord. That's where you're going to go to get it. And that will get you onto the island. So yeah, Mary has been absolutely terrific. She's great. She was a great guest on the show. She has given us all kinds of help with Twitch, which I super am grateful for. But she also, and I've never, she stole money from me. She stole bells. She went around shaking my money trees while I was down in the basement hosting my show. Speaking of money trees. And not only did she commit a crime, she bragged about it. She posted a note on my message board saying, "Oh, Gary, I stole money from your trees, lol." Right? And I've been chasing her around on email, on Twitch, saying, give me my money back. She's like completely defiant about it. She's like bragging about how she has my money. And so I'm going to have to find somebody to address that situation. I'm not sure what that is yet. But there's going to be some changes around here. Yeah, we need better security on the island, basically. A lot better security. Yeah, look, I'll show you the proof of it. I haven't deleted the note. in case, like, you know, I need to show it to the cops or whatever, you know, they're going to need evidence of a crime. Well, you know what? I've got evidence. I've got evidence of a crime. And I think, by the way, we might have a few. We might be doing. You might actually get to listen on. I don't know if this, you know, if this is actually going to happen or not. But we had tentative plans. Oh, I've got KK Sliders on the island today. Tentative plans to have one of our future guests come by and do their sound check today. And I checked with them and said, "Do you want to come by and just do it while I'm doing Animal Crossing Mornings?" And they said, "Sure." I don't know. I don't know if that is going to work, but I think we're expecting to have a guest on the show. Not on the show, but not a guest, but someone's going to be on the island doing their sound check while the stream is going out, and so you might actually get a little sneak preview of one of our future guests on the show right now. This is the privileges. Membership has its privileges, and that is one of the privileges of being here on Animal Crossing Mornings. I'm actually trying to hook this up right now. Just bear with me for 1 second.
Hello.
Hey,
I'm crashing
Leah.
your stream.
Leah is not one of the special guests. She just happens to be here.
No,
in the
I just wanted to let you know that I'm at the airport so that
Okay.
you don't get frustrated and
All
play
right.
Zen music.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, let's see. Just 1 second. One sec. Bear with me. Let's see if this is going to work. Let me just run back inside my house real quick. Hold on, I'm just trying to talk to someone in Discord right now. Just sorry, apologies for this not being the most interesting content, but it might get a bit more interesting if we can make contact here in the Discord. But let's see. Okay, and it looks like Leah's on her way. See if we can drag her in here. Hello.
Hey.
Hey. How's it going?
Good, man. How are you?
I'm good. This obviously you're talking to Gary, and actually my wife, an executive producer of Animal Talking, Leah, is here in the chat as well.
Awesome. Hello.
Hello.
Okay. I just want to make sure that no imposters have jumped into the stream. This is Elijah, right?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Hello, Elijah. And I hope I haven't ambushed you, but you are live on Animal Crossing Mornings right now, which is my morning show. Please say hello. Please say hello to our wonderful audience.
Hello, everyone.
Everyone, this is Elijah Wood, who is a future guest on the show. He's actually booked for Thursday night.
I'm very excited about this.
I honestly, I could not be more excited to have you on.
Thank you. Gary, where are you from? What's that accent? Are you Australian?
I'm originally, you know what, everyone gets it wrong because those two accents are kind of sister accents, and I've lived in America half my life, and it's done weird things to my accent. But I'm originally from London, England.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, there you go.
It's lovely to have you here. I'm so glad that this the sound check thing worked out, and I'm excited to have you over to the island. You should come by and visit the set.
I'm doing that right now.
You should, if you don't already have a Dodo code. Do you have it? I think I sent you a 5-digit code.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, I've got it.
so pop over anytime, and it'd be great to have you over here.
I am at the airport now.
Poke around the island.
How long did it take you to build your island?
You know, I've been playing every single day since the game came out. I got to tell you, Elijah, I don't know how this has been for you, but like, man, this game came out at just the right time. My wife and I have a 7-year-old daughter, and you know, as much as you love your family, sometimes you can, you know, when you're all locked up together, can start to get on each other's nerves a little bit. And
Sure.
but when the game came out, the mood in the house just lifted instantly. Like it just put a smile on everyone's face.
Yeah.
It's been wonderful. How's it been for you?
It's been good. Yeah, it's been good. My lady and I had our first child in September, so
Oh wow! Congratulations.
Thank you. So this has been kind of almost like extended maternity leave in a way, which has been really lovely, actually.
Is this coming over right now?
Yes.
Okay. Do you mind if I tweet this? I don't want to make a big deal out of it, but it's kind of cool to have you here on the show.
Sure. Yeah. Go for
Okay.
it.
What's your Twitter handle?
It's just my name @Elijah Wood.
Just Elijah Wood. Okay. Give me 1 second here. You're gonna be, I think, until AO. You might. So I think when you come on the show on Thursday, you're gonna be the biggest guest we've had on the show, and I think you're gonna keep that title until AOC does it.
When is AOC doing it?
I'm talking to her people right now. You know, there's going to be a lot to work out, I'm sure, because she's kind of a big deal. But we'll get it working. She wants to do it, and I want her to do it, so we'll figure it out.
That is incredible.
Hold on.
It's amazing the reach that this game has.
Oh my God, it's incredible. I mean, the game is having, like, forget the talk show. The game is having, like, a cultural moment right now. Like, absolutely.
Yeah, the timing, like you were saying, is sort of perfect. You know, it's become a thing that has been really useful, I think, for people in lockdown. It's very zen too. You know.
Oh, absolutely. This, by the way, the conversation we're having right now is exactly, you know, what we'll talk about on the show when you're on. Like, it's just to be a chill conversation about Animal Crossing. I will, of course, fulfill the talk show social contract with you and ask if you've got anything to plug, which you're welcome to do. But I just want to talk about the game with you.
Yeah, man, that's the fun stuff. And your island is great. You're far more advanced.
Oh, did you just get here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hold on. Sorry, I was looking at my other screen. Give me 1 second here.
All right, where's your talk show set?
I'm gonna come out and get you. And let me tell you something. That's another service we provide. Do you think Conan's gonna pick you up from the airport? I don't think so. Only we provide that level of service to our guests.
How did you start? What sparked the idea of building a late night talk show set and then deciding you're going to host a late night talk show in Animal Crossing?
You know, everyone. I like how you kind of turning the tables on me here, Elijah, and interviewing me. This is usually I'm the host, and you're the guest, but we have you the other way around right now. Well, okay, where are you in the game right now? Let me come find you.
Let's see.
Where'd you go? You're not. By the way, I only have 2 rules when you're on this island. Don't touch my turnips. Very serious about that. Here he is, Elijah Wood. Everybody.
Hello.
Hello. Thank you. Let's get a selfie. Hold on, I gotta get a little selfie here. Let's grab. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, you're got a cute. Your avatar. I don't know if you intended it to, but your avatar is a pretty good likeness.
I did intend it to. Yeah.
You've done a good job. So to answer your question, I was just goofing around in my basement, and come join me in my lovely home.
Yes.
So when you guys are done looking at the set, if you're interested, Tutu up in the top left corner is crafting a log table.
Oh, you want to go get a DIY, Elijah, and maybe get something new?
I've got the log table already.
Oh, you do? Okay.
I do.
So what happened was, this is my living room. So everyone plays the game differently, right? Like my wife Leah, she wants to have a lovely island. Actually, and Elijah, I'm going to ask you for a favor. I don't want this to turn into a thing, and it's really not going to. But I do have one other person who would love to say hello. Kate Stark, who's a very popular streamer and a good friend of mine. She loves Animal Crossing. She loves you. She's actually our stylist on the show. She's the one who dresses me for the show, picks out all my outfits. Would you mind if she dropped into the Discord for like 10 seconds and just said hello? And then I promise you she'll leave you alone. She's not a creepy stalker or anything.
That is fine.
Kate, jump into the Discord and say hello. But be nice. Please be respectful. We've got major celebrities here.
Oh, Jesus.
I don't know if she might. I think she's probably like frantically jumping out of bed right now, running to get to her Discord because I've totally ambushed her. So everyone wants to. I don't know, but again, we'll talk about it on the show. But like, I want to have a nice house. Like Leah built a really nice island, and I built a nice house. So this is my very nice living room. Let me show you my office. Come over here.
Yeah.
So this is actually, I'm working on turning this into a green room. I've already painted it green, but you know, we need to do a bit more than that. I got to find a way to put some folding tables with like snacks and hors d'oeuvres and things out here. But right now, this is like my private. This is my private office.
I love it.
And hold on a second. And yeah, we're gonna work on turning this into a. Okay, Kate's here. Hello, Kate. Control yourself.
I'm fine. I ran, but I'm fine.
Elijah, this is my friend Kate. Kate, this is my
Hello,
new
Kate.
friend
How are you?
Elijah.
I'm doing well, Elijah. How are you?
I'm great, thanks.
Welcome to Animal Talking.
Thank you.
Kate does actually work on the show. She is our stylist. She's listed in the credits. She's legit. I can vouch for her.
I appreciate the vouch, Gary. Thank you.
I give
very
you
much.
give you an official vouch, and I don't vouch for just anyone, you know.
Gary, prior to this iteration of Animal Crossing, were you an Animal Crossing fan?
My wife was. She was actually. I don't know about you, but like she was hardcore into the GameCube version. She was playing the 3DS version, which was a big deal. Prior to this, for me, all I played was Pocket Camp, which is the iPhone game. But I was really into that for a while. And then when this came out, you know, we all kind of got it together. Like we all got our own. Like my wife has her own Switch. She actually bought that really cool Animal Crossing Switch that you can't get anywhere.
Okay.
And my wife has the Switch, and my daughter has the Switch Lite. Oh, by the way, if you need to use the facilities, you know, they're back here.
Wow. It's a very nice bathroom.
Yeah, we've been working on this as well. Been a lot of time into this.
Just watch out for Kate, because last time I was in the bathroom, she walked in on me.
Oh yeah, that was very awkward. That was very awkward.
Accidental? There was no door. I should have knocked. I apologize.
It was awkward. And so I discovered it. Really, this is the first Animal Crossing game that I'd say I've been like hardcore into. What about you? Like, what's your Animal Crossing history?
I played a little bit with the GameCube version.
Right, that's the OG.
Yeah, but only a little bit. Like I had friends that were super into it, and back then you couldn't travel to other people's islands unless you
Right.
copied your file to a memory stick and then plugged it into somebody else's GameCube.
Leah,
My
you
way-
remember all this, right?
Yeah, and I think you could you would take a train if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you did.
It was a
took the
train, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and Rover was on there sometimes.
Right.
Elijah,
that
come
was
into
it.
the kitchen. I've got a lovely espresso machine. Come get yourself a cup of coffee. Kitchen's to the right of the living room.
Oh yeah, this is fantastic. What a
Oh yeah, well,
great-
this iron. I keep saying that they need to link up with IKEA and do like an actual range of ironwood furniture because I love this ironwood stuff.
Oh, they really do. I love this. Dude, this is awesome.
Oh yeah.
Nice espresso machine. Oh, you got a little hand grinder there in the corner. That's lovely.
So Elijah, I definitely want to talk to you about this on the show, but I'm curious just to ask you about this now. We'll get into it again on Thursday, so we may end up having this conversation twice. But like, you know, you kind of made a little viral moment when you went over to someone's island to get a good turnip price, and it was not so much that you went over there; it's just that you were so unfailingly lovely and polite that like you actually generated a lot of news headlines. Did you expect that to happen?
I did not expect it. No, I just wanted to sell my turnips.
You just wanted to sell those. I mean, you're like me. Turnips rule everything around me. I got to get that. I would go anywhere for a good turnip price.
Same. So yeah, no, it wasn't. I wasn't motivated by any. I had no idea that it would garner any attention. I just
Right.
simply was like, okay, people are posting on Twitter their turnip prices.
Right.
DM somebody with a really good price, and I just DM'd that girl named Jessa. And she
Yeah.
was like, sure, move her, and that's.
I think, you know, I kind of feel like it's a win-win, right? Because you get a good turnip price and she gets to freak out that Elijah Wood is hanging out on her island and picking flowers and being very nice.
It definitely worked out for me. I sold a lot of turnips at a high price.
Oh, I'm telling you, I'll go anywhere. I don't ask for references or anything. I'll go to anyone's island if they've got a good turnip price. That's all I need to know.
I know. Look at this,
Feel
you've
free to
price-
make yourself an espresso while you're here.
I do appreciate that you asked permission to shake trees for fruit, because there's a lot of people who would come by and just steal.
I don't understand that. I sort of feel like you're on somebody else's land. Why would you not ask them permission to, take from their land?
I mean, I feel like you're a guest in someone else's house and you should behave that way.
Exactly.
Unlike my friend Mary Kish from Twitch, who after she appeared on the show ran around shaking my money trees, stealing my money, and then bragging about it on my message board.
See, I like Mary, and that's still just rude.
It's rude, and we've got serious beef now. So let me take you down, Elijah. Let me take you down. Oh, actually, I'm not going to take you to my bedroom because I don't want things to get weird. But let me take you down to the set. This is where it all happens.
Oh yeah. Is that in your basement?
Yes, it's very Wayne's World. It's all happens in the basement. Have you been watching the show at all? Are you aware of what you're getting into here?
Oh, cool. No, I've actually not seen an episode yet.
Okay, well, you're in very good hands. Now, you've been on actual real, and I always fall into the trap. This is a real talk show. There's nothing less real than this one, than the Tonight Show. But you've been on your actual physical body has been on late night talk shows. And if you've done them, you've done this one. It's the same thing. I have a monologue. We bring out guests. We have musical guests. We have stand-up comedy. We do celebrity interviews. And it's going to be just like this. You're going to sit on the couch right here. I'm going to be in the host chair. And we're going to talk about... and I'm happy to talk about your projects or anything you want to do. But I want you here because you're a genuine Animal Crossing player. And they're my kind of people. That's who we want on the show. That's
awesome. This is so cool.
I know. People, the best compliment that I got, Elijah, was I have a friend by the name of Mike Drucker, and he's a very talented comedy writer. And he comes from the real world of late night comedy. He used to write for SNL. He used to write Fallon's monologues for The Tonight Show, The Real Tonight Show. Oh, wow. And when he came down the stairs here, he was like, this is like being back in my old job. And that's like the best compliment that I could have received.
That's incredible, man. Yeah.
We worked,
more authentic than that. That's amazing.
Yeah. And it's been a real collaboration. To put this together, we started with the desk and the couch, but then when people saw what we were doing, because I was kind of messing around with this basement down here live on stream, people were contributing. I would start getting the mail. Here's a drum kit. Here's a studio light. Here's stuff that would work great on your set. So we kind of crowdsourced this set. And we've got all kinds of little. This whole thing really is kind of like a love letter to late night talk shows. We've got a golf bag back here that's kind of like a nod to Johnny Carson. Oh, here comes Leah. Leah's here. We've got the plants in the background. You'll notice we are literally between two ferns. We've got all the little Easter eggs and tributes. It's fun.
You also have a very amazing and very helpful band leader who has helped you both on the show and off.
That's true. I've got it. He's not in the Discord right now, but Elijah should also give credit to my band leader, Adam Nickerson, who usually stands where you are. He's like my Paul Schaefer. He's my Max Weinberg, except he can't play an instrument. He just stands over here and looks the part. But Adam also does a lot of our technical back end. He does our YouTube editing and stuff like that, and he's really invaluable to the show. Just don't let him know I said that.
Gary, here's a question for you.
Yeah.
You don't like it when anyone sits in the chair.
I don't. Oh yeah, that's the other rule, Adam.
Sorry,
Elijah. Don't sit in the host chair. I will pull the plug on the whole goddamn stream if you sit in that chair.
I just wanted to warn you, Elijah. He gets very aggressive.
I get very possessive about my host chair, even when the set is dark as it is right now.
Yeah.
Elijah, again, we'll talk about it on the show, but I'm curious since I've got you here, what real life talk shows? You must have done a bunch, right? Lord of the Rings and stuff. You must have done them all. All the late night talk shows, the real ones?
I feel like the only show I've never been on, because it's more of a recent, in the last 5 years show, is James Corden's show.
Oh, right. But you've done The Tonight Show, you've done Letterman, you've done all of these, right?
Yeah. I was too young. I missed Carson.
Right.
I did Leno back when Leno was on, and I was on Letterman once.
Right.
Yeah. I've been lucky enough to meet a bunch of those dudes. Oh, and Arsenio Hall too.
Oh wow, you were on the Arsenio, but you're going back in the day there as well, right? Was he on in the 90s?
That was in, I think it was 93.
Right. Do you remember what you were promoting? I
think it was Huckleberry Finn, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh shit! I didn't even know you did that.
I don't remember actually.
That's amazing. I kind of feel like we're blowing the interview here because I'm asking you all the questions that I would ask you on the show, but I'll just ask you this stuff again. Imagine this is like a very thorough pre-interview because I'm fascinated to ask you these questions. I don't want to wait. What was your favorite talk show to go on? Did you have a favorite?
Conan is one of my favorites.
Oh, he's the best. I love Conan.
I've been on Conan's show since it was late night back in New York. all the way to, I don't think I was actually on his iteration of The Tonight Show.
Right.
I've been on it.
I mean, he was only there for like 2 minutes, right, on The Tonight Show?
Exactly. It was very short.
Felt bad for him over that.
I know, it was awful. So did I. And he
there's a whole book about that I read that was like kind of like an oral history of that. I think it was called like The War for Late Night or something. And he really was really shabbily treated. I felt terrible for him during that whole episode.
He was, but my God, did he handle that beautifully.
Very, very classy.
Yeah, it was very graceful and super classy. But I love Conan still. He's just one of those guys. Look, there's a format in late night wherein you understand the whole thing of like a pre-interview, and then you go on the show, and then there's a sort of, you have a segment producer that then runs down sort of what that pre-interview has yielded in regards to what
the talking points
is going to be. So it's then it's talking points, and largely, they want you to tell stories. And so you don't necessarily stick to a script, but you stick to guidelines based on what is a predetermined kind of agreed upon set of stories that you're going to tell.
Right.
And,
they usually want like a funny anecdote or something, right?
Times. Yeah, exactly. They want something with a beginning, middle, and an end. So, it can at times feel stressful because you're sort of putting on a performance of sorts.
Do you feel pressure to be a good guest?
Sure. Yeah, every time. But different shows operate differently, and different hosts are sort of respond to that format differently. And the thing about Conan is that you can have, there's this sort of predetermined conversation that you're gonna hit these beats, but if you ever break that and just sort of start riffing, he will riff with you. So there's a real sense of having a genuine conversation. I love that about Conan.
And trust me, Elijah, if there's one thing I've learned in the last 2 weeks, you can turn it to your advantage when things go off the rails, because that happens here constantly. But if you can turn it into comedy, then it's a win.
Have you had how many episodes have you recorded?
We've done 8 so far.
Amazing.
I know. So, I mean, I guess so like 2 weeks ago, literally 2 weeks ago today is when the show was created. We did our first episode with a friend of mine. She's a popular actress and YouTube personality called Naomi Kyle. She's a good friend of mine. And I said, I said, look, we built this set. Do you want to come over and like play dress up and like play talk show, and we'll stream it? And we did it, but it ended up being so much fun. And we added on theme music and titles and title cards and stuff. And like, people kept saying to us, like, oh my God, like you should keep doing this. And I kind of got the bug from doing it. And 2 weeks later, I have this thing that's been in Entertainment Weekly, Newsweek, and the Washington Post. I'm booked up solid for a month with big celebrity guests like you coming on the show. I've got Interscope Records calling me up trying to get their artists on the show. And I've got AOC. I mean, I don't know I've created a monster I can no longer control.
You are a writer by trade, right?
Yeah, I'm a screenwriter. That's my day job.
Right. Amazing.
And right now, this is preventing me from doing my actual job. I'm like behind on a bunch of stuff right now because this ridiculous thing has totally taken over my life.
That is hilarious. It is actually a good time to be a writer. I mean, now in regards to development, obviously nothing's shooting right now, but it's a good time to write. No.
It is a good time to write, and I'm actually before this show came along, I was actually having the most productive period of my life, which was kind of a coincidence. I mean, it's not my circumstances, apart from having my daughter at home because she's homeschooling right now, which my wife has really kind of shouldered most of the burden of that. My life's not. I sat behind a desk before COVID. I sit behind a desk during it, and I'll continue to do that afterwards. So I'm still writing. And I've just been really productive just because I've got a bunch of stuff going on right now. That's really just been coincidental. And also it helps me, when I'm writing, I'm not thinking about how shitty the world is right now. So that actually kind of helps.
That's a great outlet.
But then this thing came along and has suddenly put me behind the 8 ball because Elijah, I'm not kidding. I've said this before. There's functionally no difference between what I do here and what Jimmy Fallon does on The Tonight Show. We have a monologue, we have musical guests, we do it all. And we can actually do things that no other talk show can do. Like last week we had 2 guests on the couch. We're all in the same space. I'm sitting behind my desk, but I'm in San Francisco. Adam, my band leader, is in Canada. And our 2 guests were respectively sitting on the couch actually in New York City and Montpellier, France. And so, and only a virtual space can bring you together like that. And I think it's kind of magical.
It's amazing. That really is incredible. You guys are in San Francisco?
Yeah, we're in San. Yeah, that's where I've lived here for like 25 years now. It's where I met my wife.
Oh, I love the Bay Area, man. It's beautiful.
Do you get to spend much time here?
Not as much as we'd like. We're big fans of the climate too. Much prefer the Northern California climate to Southern California. It's too hot down here, man.
I'm the same. I one of the things I like about San Francisco is the climate is kind of like the English climate that I'm used to, but just a little bit better. So that's perfect for me.
Yeah, you have a little bit more sun in San Francisco than you do in England, but yeah, the coolness and the overcast days and I
couldn't do. I mean, one of the reasons why I don't live in LA, even though it would be easier for my career to live there, is the climate. It's boring. It's the same every day.
Yeah, no, it really is.
Where are you in LA? Do you have a nice place? Where are you living? You live in a nice neighborhood?
We're on the east side, not far from Echo Park.
Okay.
It's great. It is great. It's a little too hot in the summertime.
Are you from LA originally?
I grew up here. Yeah,
okay.
I was born in Iowa, but moved here when I was 8 years old. So, I mean, by all accounts, I am from here.
Right. So in terms of like your sound check is good. I know you said you don't have a dedicated headset or anything, but so you're just coming through the built-in mic in what a MacBook or something? What are you using?
Yeah, using a MacBook.
You sound great. I've got your level boosted a little bit. I can do that on this end. I can like boost your levels, and you sound great to me.
Great.
And what I love about having you on the show is like I don't need to walk you through the Animal Crossing stuff. Like we've actually I'll let you in. So you've worked with Peter Jackson, right? I'm gonna let you in a little bit of the Hollywood magic that we do over here at Animal Talking. So we usually I love it. We do. Yes, it is Elijah Wood. He's going to be on the show Thursday night, and we're just doing a little practice run here. I prefer to have people like so. You are in the top tier category of guests for me, not just because you're well known, but because you genuinely play and love this game. Like you're not putting on a show here. Like I've got a lot. Trust me, I've got so many people trying to get on the show right now because it's like in the zeitgeist. It's having a moment, but they don't care. They don't know what Animal Crossing is. And that's not my, I want people like you. And without giving away any names, the other guest that you're going to be on with Thursday night, we talked about this, is also like into Animal. Like you wouldn't think so, but he's like a real Animal Crossing player. And that's what I love. But we came up with a system. If there's someone we really want to have on the show, like last week we had a musical guest called Raquel Lilly, very talented singer-songwriter. She wanted to come on the show, and I really wanted her to come on because we love musical guests. But she doesn't have Animal Crossing. And you can't even get it right now because Switches are sold out everywhere. So what we came up with was a system where we actually, what happens is my wife, Leah, whoever's coming on the show, like with Raquel, she basically modified her own avatar to look like Raquel and dressed her like Raquel. And then we can, so if you want to come on the show, basically, you just provide the voice over Discord and we can puppet your avatar from this end and match your emotes with what's happening in the chat.
Of course.
And it's kind of cool. And at the end of Raquel's interview, I was like, I don't know, do I want to be the magician who reveals his tricks? But it was kind of cool what we had done because nobody knew. I said, obviously you're listening to the real Raquel right now talking over Discord, but the person sitting on the couch is actually my wife in Raquel disguise. And everyone in the chat freaked out like David Copperfield had just made the Statue of Liberty disappear or something. It was really funny.
That's awesome.
And yesterday we had 3 guests on the show. We had Colin Trevorrow from Jurassic World.
Sure.
Yeah, Emily Carmichael, his co-writer on the movie, and a musical guest by the name of Ryan Miller from a band called Gusta. And all of them wanted to come on the show. I wanted them all on the show. None of them had Animal Crossing. So yesterday we actually did our first ever all puppet show where Leah was controlling Colin's and Ryan's avatars, and Adam was controlling Emily's. And so they all had like these virtual puppeteers. It was amazing. We're pulling off some pretty crazy stuff over here.
That was a lot of fun.
Did you by any chance talk about Colin's Star Wars film?
I made some. Oh, you know what? It's still here, Elijah. Check this out. You see this elephant slide over here? on the edge. That's not normally there on the set. I've actually got to remove that because we did the gag already. You got to come around. Okay, Elijah, come around this way because here's the thing. That set is going to block you. And stupidly when guests are here, I can't move furniture around. The set is locked right now. But what you can do is get on my host chair and then very quickly vacate it. There you go. Thank you. I made a joke with Colin. I said, Colin, look, everyone's thinking about it. You know, we've got to talk about the elephant in the room. And I teed it up and then made a joke about, this is the elephant in the room. What do you think of the elephant? And like it was like a half funny joke. But to be fair because Colin said, like, I said, look, I'm not going to ask you to talk about Star Wars because obviously, it's a hot button issue. He said, no, I want to talk about it. And he actually, we had made a little bit of news here on the show. Colin, for the first time, kind of spoke publicly about his experience on episode 9. And he was very gracious and very classy. And I thought he handled it in a very professional way. And good for him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, so let's go back around the front here. There you go. Yeah, so we're very proud of this little set. While you're here, would you like to go shopping or pick any fruit or anything like that? Mi casa es su casa.
Cute.
Elijah, if I may, what are your turnip prices today?
I haven't looked.
Why? Okay, why don't you care about my turnip prices?
I can visit your island whenever I want.
And the Animal Crossing tournament.
Are you suggesting that you can visit Elijah's island because he might not want you there?
Gary, that was cold.
I don't know. I'm not going to make any assumptions on his behalf. Elijah, how is your island looking? Like, what have you been playing it? Obviously, you made this you went viral a little bit for visiting someone else's island, but have you been playing much? Are you what are your island priorities?
Every day. I've got my lady onto it as well, so we're both obsessively playing. I have done less designing and more just progressing. So I haven't done a great deal of designing the interior of my home.
Right.
Just recently, I was a little late, so I just recently got the ability to do terraforming and laying roads and paths and things like that. So I haven't even started doing that. I'm trying to sort of amass a ridiculous amount of bells so that I don't even have to think about, can I afford that bridge or can I?
I mean, you're doing it in the right way. The only way to make serious money in this game is in the stock market.
Yep. Ooh, wow, look at this fuzzy vest.
Are you in the fitting room right now?
Oh yeah.
Let's see let's see what you're picking out. Let's have a look. We basically we're building a wardrobe department here on the show so that we can dress guests anywhere they want. Like Trevorrow wanted a tuxedo, we got him one. We can put you in almost anything. And we basically buy everything in Able Sisters now because we're essentially building a wardrobe department for the show.
Oh, of course. So incredible.
It's nutty. Honestly, if you knew some of the stuff that we've got coming down the pike, it's totally crazy.
Really?
Oh yeah. I mean, I told you some of it, but there's more stuff that we're working on that I think is going to be, we'll see. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we're having fun with it while it's happening. Were you? I'm curious. Did you? The lockdown. Has that thwarted any of your projects? Were you shooting or preparing to shoot anything when everyone got shut down?
We were supposed to start production on a film about 2 weeks ago. So yes, we were affected, but aside from physical production, because I have a production company as well, we are in development on a lot of other films that hasn't really stopped the development process. So
that's where I'm at right now. Development is still kind of full steam ahead because when the lockdown lifts, people are going to need stuff to make.
Exactly. So we've got a couple of animation projects that we're developing and some other television projects that we're developing. So there's that particular process is thankfully full steam. It's great.
I do actually want to talk to you offline about another thing. We should have a separate conversation.
Yes, would love that.
Oh my God, I totally forgot. Somebody just put in the chat, where are the Over the Garden Wall fans at? And that really was one of my favorite pieces of animation I think, honestly, I've ever seen. I loved that goddamn show, and I wish more people had seen it.
I know, I love it. It seems to find new fans every year because Cartoon Network replays it, I think, every holiday season.
Yeah, and it's on Hulu, I think, the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just such a beautiful show. Like, so, like, all the things that I love about this, like whimsical and just really sweet.
I know, I love it.
Okay, what's this outfit that you picked out?
Does
it go to the bad boy?
Just a full biker outfit.
Yeah, okay. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
The zippers in the pants and everything.
Right. I'm gonna take these sunglasses. There we go. I really just wanted the jacket. I didn't want the pants or the boots, but I thought, fuck it, for this.
You may as well get them.
Yeah.
By the way, think about what you want to wear on the show Thursday night. If there's anything you would like to wear but you don't have access to, like I said, we can get you almost anything.
I've got a fair amount. So yeah, I'll have a think in between now and Thursday. And if there's something I feel like I'm missing, I've got that comedian's jacket, which I find.
Oh, we have that in every color because, you know, as the host of the show, I got to have that kind of stuff.
It's pretty great.
Do you have all the? You've got it right now. You must have all the flowers and fruits. There can't possibly be anything you need at this point.
I'm pretty sure I have everything. What's this flower here?
That I believe is I can't tell without picking one. But did someone in the chat? What are these? These tall ones? What are they? Hyacinths.
Right.
If you want, Elijah. Now you know we've just met, so I don't want to freak you out by pushing this relationship going too fast. But if you want, I'll happily give you. I trust you. If you want shovel privileges on my island, I will bestow them upon you.
Well, that is very kind of you.
Should we do it? I mean, I don't know. Are we ready to make this step? I'll be picking you up at the airport next at this rate. Hold on.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. Let's become best friends. Okay, let's see here. Where's my phone? Here we go. Okay, best friends list. All right. Let me see. Okay, let's get you over. Where are you? Okay, Elwood. Is this something you came up with for Animal Crossing, or is like Elwood? Is that because a lot of people do this? Like that's just always been your in-game name for as long as you're playing video games and whatever you're playing.
It actually goes back. It's got 2 layers to it. It goes back as far as 1997. I worked on a movie called The Faculty.
Oh, of course, I love that movie.
Me too. And the first AD, I sat down with him on early sort of pre-production, and he's like, I give everyone on a film a nickname, and I'm going to nickname you Elwood.
Right.
So I was Elwood from there on out. But then one of my favorite movies of all time is a movie called Harvey with Jimmy Stewart, and the lead character.
Oh, of course! What a great movie.
Elwood Dowd. So it's been with me for a long time.
What was the Elwood reference to Harvey again? Did I miss that?
The lead character is Elwood Dowd, so Jimmy Stewart's character. Yeah.
I love that movie. He's friends with an invisible rabbit, right? That only he thinks he can see.
That's right.
I love that movie.
Yeah, for my 30th birthday, my family had a painting commission. So if you've seen the movie, in the film, his sister receives a package in the mail for Elwood and opens it up, and it's a giant painting of Elwood, and it's the only time you see the rabbit.
Right.
Him and Harvey, and my family had an artist commission for that to do that painting.
So again, while you're over here, is there anything that you need in terms of like items or recipes? Because again, we have between me and Leah and Kate and other people and Adam and people that work on the show, we have vast resources. So if there's anything you need in terms of items, we're of course happy to help you out.
Sure. There's nothing that comes to mind.
But obviously that offer remains open. In the future, just feel free to hit me up, and we can always get you something.
Awesome, thanks so much.
Want to help? We gotta help. I always say it's not what you know, it's who you know.
So you do this every morning? You do this version, like you just play the game for a few hours?
I started, I had a Twitch channel about a year ago that I was just kind of goofing around with. And what happened was the Book of Eli came out on Netflix.
Oh, yeah.
The movie's about 10 years old now. That's kind of how I got started in Hollywood with that movie. And I always wanted to do a commentary track for it, but there was never one on the DVD.
Yeah.
And I thought about like doing one as like an MP3 that you could just like kind of sync up with the movie. But then when the movie came out on Netflix, I thought, well, maybe it'd be more fun to do it as like a live event. And I did it like we all kind of synced up the movie together. And I did kind of like a live watch along with like the pages up on the screen. So as we were watching the movie, you kind of see like compared to like a script to screen comparison. And it was super popular. And I kind of got the streaming bug again. But then for a long time, I couldn't figure out like what my channel identity was. I was just kind of like, I would do like Q&As and stuff like that and interview other writers. But there was a lot of just kind of goofing around. And then when this game came out, I thought, well, I'm going to play the game every day anyway because I'm really hooked on it. I may as well stream it and see if anybody would watch. And that's how Animal Crossing Mornings started. And now I do it. I play for an hour and a half every morning. And it's turned into a great way for me to start my day. Like it gets my day off on the right foot because I've played a bit of Animal Crossing. And it just kind of cheers me up. And the audience seems to be enjoying it as well.
That's great. And then after you've played, do you go into writing? Do you have a routine? I procrastinate a lot. Every writer kind of handles it differently. Like some writers have very, very specific hours that they insist on keeping. I just kind of... if I'm on a deadline, it helps. Because when I'm responsible, for someone else's work, I gotta turn in my work. But if it's something I'm just writing for myself, it's very easy for me to, think about how much I need to clean the fridge right now, or do anything instead of writing. You know what it's like. Sure. Of course. Yeah, of course.
Let me see.
Elijah,
I'm trying to sell something to this guy. Here we go.
Can I ask your opinion on Tom Nook? Because I know a lot of people have a lot of feelings about Tom Nook.
Okay.
We had a big
Do
argument
you
about
have
this
a
on the show
hatred
the
for
other
him?
day.
A hatred? No, I love Tom Nook.
Why would Elijah Wood hate anyone? That's
True.
it's hard to believe that you have negative feelings for anyone.
A lot of people really just don't like him, and I don't understand it. He provides you an interest-free loan with no payback schedule.
Yeah, pay it back. Like I've said this before. I will engage with people on Twitter over this. People go, "Oh, Tom Nook, what a scumbag." I'm like, okay, find me someone else, especially in this economy, who will give you an interest-free mortgage without any credit checks or backgrounds or references, and then like pay it back whenever you like or never.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
And then you never have to pay the last one back because he builds it before you pay him.
Right.
That's the other thing, is that he'll actually build before you pay. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I think Tom Nook, I think he's a decent guy. His nephews are lovely. I've never had a problem with them.
Definitely plays.
Is your house fully upgraded on the island, Elijah? I imagine it is, if you've been playing as much as you said.
It's not fully. I just upgraded to my third additional room.
Okay.
So I have, 2 or 3 more upgrades left? So I need an upstairs, and a downstairs.
Yes,
right?
so eventually you've got 3 rooms off the living room on the ground floor, and then an upstairs and a downstairs.
Exactly. So I have 2 more upgrades remaining.
Okay. I'm curious on the how much did you make on that Bell visit that ended up becoming like a viral thing?
On that one, it was 1.2 million.
It's not bad. It's respectable.
Not bad. It wasn't insane. The last one I made, it's 1.4. It's because I'm not buying enough bells. I think I only bought 2,000 each time.
Right. It's a whole hassle. Like when I buy turnips from Daisy May, I have to clear out my whole inventory so I can buy, fill every slot. I have to figure out exactly how much money I need. I have to do the math, and then, going to someone else's island can be a bit of a hassle.
It can, and turnips actually take up a fair amount of space in your inventory.
They do, and you actually get dinged on your island rating for having too many items laying around.
Right.
That's why I like to make a quick sale. If I haven't sold my turnips by Tuesday, I start to worry.
What has our life become?
I don't know. Honestly, though, I'm not complaining. I'm happier here than I am in the real world.
Yeah, right.
Far happier. The worst thing that can happen here, Elijah, is you get stung by a wasp.
Where in San Francisco do you guys live?
We live in an area called Parkside, which is like there's the inner Sunset, the outer Sunset, and Parkside is like the last area before you hit the ocean. Yeah, we're very close to the ocean.
Oh, that's
like
so
2 blocks from the ocean.
That's so nice.
It's a nice, quiet spot. It's very residential.
Yeah, it's nice. It's quiet streets.
Yeah,
but you
near
know,
the zoo, we can hear the howler monkeys.
Yeah,
when
we're
they feed
right on the
them.
very, very, very edge of the city, but we're also 2 blocks from a bus stop that will get you like downtown in 20 minutes. So it works out pretty good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I want to sell. Come on, Timmy. Oh, and the other, I don't know if I remember. I think this was in the packet of info that I sent you, Elijah. But just to be sure, I do ask, unless you're uncomfortable doing it, of course. We always respect our guests. At the end of the show, we ask all of our guests to step up to the microphone and tell a joke. And the worse the joke is, the better.
Sure. Okay. I will make sure I have it prepared.
We've actually had guests busted on this show for repeating jokes because you know what they do? They literally went onto Google and typed the word jokes and just read the first joke that they found. And so we had.
I'm right here.
I know you're right here. So
I'm right here.
This is what Kate did. And then someone else came on and said, here's what happened. So Colin, who remember who it was? It wasn't Colin.
Jerry.
It was okay. So Jerry from Penny Arcade came on, told a joke, and this is the just to give you a baseline, Elijah. This is the joke that he told. What's so great about living in Sweden?
Switzerland.
Oh, sorry. I'm gonna go. So Elijah, what's so great about living in Switzerland?
I don't know. What's so good about living in Switzerland?
I don't know, but the flag is a big plus. Now, the reason why Kate told that joke and the reason she got busted is Jerry told the exact same joke. And I said, Jerry, we've already had that joke on the show. And he says, I don't know. I just Googled jokes and that's the first thing that came up. And that busted Kate as well because then we found out how she got the joke.
Further context, I told a joke that I researched because it had to do with language and writing, and I thought as a writer you would appreciate it. You booed me and told me it was a bad joke.
This retconning of history is not going over. I'm not buying any of this.
We have video footage, but then you made me Google a new joke.
I'm siding with Kate here.
Of course, you two are going to side with each other. Everyone always sides against me.
While we were live on the show, I said, okay, I'm going to Google a new joke. And you laughed way more at the top joke on Google than the one that I spent time researching.
Hey, Kate, I've got you boosted, but your levels are very low. You're relatively quiet compared to the other people in the chat.
I turned myself up.
Okay. Hey, Elijah, have you been over to Red's Treasure Trawler yet? Have you been buying any artworks or anything like that?
I have, yeah. How often does he show up? I bought a piece of art and he has not shown up.
I think it might be once a week, but it might also be like just whenever. Like he's a man, he's a man of mystery.
Yeah. I bought the first thing that he sold me, which I knew based on a little bit of reading was not a fraud.
Yeah, I got a website up from Polygon that tells you how to spot the frauds. That's been very handy.
Yeah, well, I've just been pulling up on Google searches the
original art, yeah.
And I've been just doing an A to B, and it's pretty amazing how subtle some of the differences are, actually.
Oh yeah, some of them are really well hidden. I mean, some are obvious, like the Mona Lisa. Anyone can see that, but some of them are way more tricky to spot. And then some of them are actually always genuine or always fake. Which is useful as well. But yeah, I bookmarked a little site from Polygon that just like is a dummy's guide that just says, look, yeah, this one's fake, this one's real, and it points out the difference.
That's awesome.
But yeah, I haven't been scammed yet. I probably am deliberately going to buy some fake artwork from him though, just to like hang in my house. I don't care if it's fake.
Oh yeah, of course, right? Because you don't have to donate it; you can just hang it up.
Yeah, so the original stuff I will donate, but the fakes I'm happy to hang in my house. I don't care.
Did you see that video that someone put together? Someone sent me this 2 days ago. It was fake. I mean, fake in the sense that it's sort of like what fans and players hope there would be in an update. But it was this video of updates that are coming to Animal Crossing. Have you seen this?
Oh,
yeah, and
good.
like Adam won't let me watch it because he knows it's going to upset me too much. Because I hate the Animal Crossing interface so much.
It's literally every single thing except for, in my opinion, one of the greatest mistakes of the game is not having a secondary camera.
Right.
So the fact that you can't rotate your camera is so maddening, especially because you'll get stuck on trees and you can't see what's behind the tree. So the fact that there's not a 3D roaming camera is insane to me. But it literally, this video chronicles absolutely every single thing the game needs. Like,
I mean, and there is what baffles me, Elijah, and I come from the video game world. I used to be the editor of PC Gamer magazine back in the day, and I still work as a consultant on video games, so I think about this stuff all the time. It baffles me that Nintendo, who are so good at making video games, and this game is wonderful, they make so many rookie mistakes in the user interface, like absolutely baffling choices.
Oh, completely. The fact that you don't have a square that you can place on the ground in terms of where you want to dig.
Oh my god, don't even get me started.
Item is crazy.
Yeah, I need a little preview tile.
The amount of times I place something and then have to pick it back up again, or like plant something and dig it back up again because it's not
I'm telling you. I literally have on my little stream deck here, which is like a little gadget I use to kind of play sounds on the stream. I have like Zen spa music queued up because I need to like the interface makes me want to smash the fucking computer.
I'm wondering if there will eventually be some of these updates though, because obviously people are pretty upset about it.
You know, with any other developer, with any other company, I would say yes because it's obvious they have to do it. With Nintendo, you just never know. They make so many strange choices.
You're right. And they're kind of weirdly impenetrable. Like they make games and they're not necessarily accessible beyond that.
Yeah, like their online stuff has always been weird. The transiting off and off the island is like aggressively bad.
It really is. It is so bad.
And like, you know, there's so many. Like every time I go to the airport now, I just put the Zen music on like preemptively because I know I'm going to get pissed off. But like, you know, just simple things like, okay, do you want to fly to someone else's? Do you want to fly to someone else's island? Click yes. Okay, let's do that. But then instead of flying to the island, I for some reason then have to hit the button again. Yes, let's do the thing that I already agreed to. Like, it makes no sense to me.
I know. It's maddening. It's maddening.
And my favorite one, when you go to Able Sisters, I can buy multiple items, but only one item in each slot. Like, I can buy jacket, pants, and shoes, but I can't buy 2 jackets. Why can't I just click on all the things that I want to buy and put them in a shopping cart?
It's insane. Or when you buy bulk items, like, why can't you choose how many of the bulk? Why is it a set 5? Why can't it be 3? Why can't it be 7? It's insane.
And so many of these choices seem to be like totally arbitrary. Like I can't discern like the game design ethos behind them. Oh yeah, and there's another one from Adam. Crafting bulk items. Like how many fish bait would you like to craft? 10, please.
Oh my god, I have literally, I think the most fish bait that I've crafted in a single setting was 20. And it's just one after another. It's the most retarded process.
And you just got to sit there and it's so laborious. The only rationale I can assign to it is that Nintendo is kind of like the Fisher-Price of video games, right? Like all their designs are meant to be super kid-friendly. And I think even though it's painful and slower, they just don't want kids to be baffled by like a whole range of options. They want to keep it as like dumbed down and simple as possible. But for people like us, like overgrown children that know how to navigate interfaces better, we're kind of throttled by the childlike settings that they ascribe to the game.
That's true.
I would love to be able to close the airport gates from my phone
don't get me
anywhere
started.
on the island.
Why can I
use my phone, call the
Explain this to me. Why can I not get money out of the ATM if the airport gate is open? What kind of sense does that make?
I guess I've never tried. That's insane.
I have come this close to just like smashing the TV and sending the bill to Nintendo. Like, this was your fault. You pay for it.
Well, guys, I think I gotta run.
No, Elijah, I'm so pleased that you were able to spend a bit of time over here.
Thanks for having me, and thanks. This was actually super helpful. I'm glad I.
No, I love it. So you're all good. We know what we'll talk about exactly what we talked about today. We'll talk about it more on Thursday when you're on the show. You just need to be over here like a little bit, like 30 minutes before the show starts. and you'll be. I think you're going to be our second guest, and you're going to be great. I'm really excited to have you.
I'm super excited to be on your show.
Oh my God, it's going to be. We're going to get a big audience. Like Twitch will probably put this on the front page. Like, and I wasn't kidding. Like when I asked people like who's the guest you would most want to see on the show, like you were by far the most popular choice.
Aww,
yeah.
Really
absolutely. The audience loves you, and you're going to be great. Elijah, thank you so much for visiting the island. It's been great to have you. I look forward to having you on Thursday night. We're going to have a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thanks, Gary. Have a great weekend. And have
you too. Talk to you later, buddy. Okay,
it was great to meet you, Elijah.
You as well. Take care.
Bye. Elijah Wood, everyone.
Yay.
What a nice man.
Gary, thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
I dug up
I will tell you, I was in full pajamas in a different room. And you're like, Kate's gonna hop on the call.
Only now that he leaves are you willing to admit this.
Well, I was gonna say it. I didn't want to talk over Elijah Wood. I actually have to go get on a FaceTime call with my family.
Okay.
And I told them in a text, I was like, I'm gonna be late. I'll explain why when I'm on the call.
So when I ambushed you with that and said, Kate, do you want to jump in the Discord? Like what were you doing? What did you have to do to make yourself available?
I was in like my dining room kitchen on my laptop because you told me, like, I knew this was happening.
Right, I gave you a heads up ahead of time, but I didn't say you would be coming in the Discord.
No. You just told me that Elijah Wood would be on the show.
Right.
And to like prepare yourself because you wanted me to watch, and I was like, cool. So I was on my laptop watching.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is neat. How fun. Good stuff. And then you were just like, Kate's gonna hop on the Discord call, and I didn't know what to do with my hands.
That was fun, and he seems genuinely really nice as well.
The best part is, like, you can just tell from the conversations that he's actually really into Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah. He's the real deal.
Just like, yeah, it's the best part. Like,
I mean, and those are my favorite kinds of guests. The people that are not on the show because they think it's cool and they want to be a part of it, but because they genuinely love this game.
And that's the thing with like AOC. Like AOC wants to go leave cute little messages on people's boards. Chrissy Teigen,
I love it. It's adorable.
Chrissy Teigen loves Animal Crossing as well. So it's very sweet to see all of these.
I would love to get Chrissy on the show. I think she might be too big for us. Maybe not after AOC comes on, but she has not yet expressed any interest. She will of course be welcome anytime.
Maybe
she wants to come on.
Get the two of them on together.
AOC and Chrissy Teigen?
Yeah,
actually, that would be.
I don't know. I feel like there might be a battle of egos there. Like neither of them might want to feel like kind of overshadowed by the other. Who's the A-list guest in that show?
Earth people.
Yeah, I think so.
They both seem pretty down to earth, but I have to go get on this family FaceTime call. So thank you very much for that.
You're welcome, Kate. Have a nice weekend.
Thank you. Bye. Well, I'll be in your chat later, but I'll see you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye.
Okay, bye.
I cleaned up your island.
Oh, you did? What did you do?
I dug up fossils for you. I found one of your tree items. When you shake the tree.
Right.
I weeded a bunch, and
was there a lot? Did it need a lot of weeding?
Well, I just dropped a stack of 58 that I got from your island. So.
Oh, geez. Okay, that is a lot of weeds.
Yeah, if you go outside of your house on the path that goes to the backyard, you'll find all the stuff that I got.
Oh, is it a lot? Because I saw a bunch of fossils over there, right? I should go get those and turn them in. I'm actually surprised that you're digging up fossils for me because I know how competitive you feel about me having one more fossil than you in the museum.
Funny
I know you
story.
Don't like that. What? Have you overtaken me?
Well, no. What happened was I actually forgot to mark a bunch. Because after you said that, I was like, there's no way that he has more. So I went to check, and it turns out I'm only missing one.
Okay.
I was going to let it go.
So you only need one more for a full collection?
Yes, I was going to let that go and not say anything, but since you just needled me with that fact...
It doesn't bother me because I'm not competitive about it the way you are. I'm just happy to get on with the game.
But it bothers me, which is why you brought it up.
I'm glad Elijah did that, not just because it was cool, but because typically we don't reveal guests until the show before. But the fact that
Yeah.
now people know he's coming on the show ahead of time means that, it'll be more time for people to get kind of psyched up for it. And again, you and I know, Leah, the other guest on that show that he's going to be on with, and I'm not ready to announce that yet, even though he is confirmed. That show is going to be our biggest celebrity show. Yeah, it's going to be crazy.
Yeah. One thing that you, I think, forgot to mention to Elijah is to do the thing in Discord where it's always picking up audio.
He has done that. That's in the
okay,
info packet
okay.
that I sent him.
Okay. Well, because I thought
I'll double check with him.
Yeah, because I thought that when you did that, your little face in Discord was like always circled in green.
No, as long as his name is always in white and not gray, that means his mic is open.
Okay, because when I changed it, my name was white before, but I got the little green circle around my picture.
Right.
That happened after I made that change.
Yeah,
and I
you know what?
noticed that he was breaking up a little
I
bit.
will double check with him when he comes back on Thursday. But I mean, his audio sounded fine. I'm not anticipating a problem.
It was,
I will
it was breaking up
double
a
check
little
with
bit in spots.
I
Okay.
will double check with him.
Uh-huh.
I mean, he was very diligent, and he said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to do all the stuff in the email." So, but I will when he comes back on Thursday, I will double super duper triple check.
Okay. Everything's gonna be fine, Adam. You don't need to be nervous.
Why would Adam be nervous?
I don't know. Look at chat.
I see what he's saying. I just don't understand why he's nervous.
It's gonna be a big show.
Yeah, but we've done big shows.
Maybe our biggest.
It may be our biggest, but we've done big shows. We have 14,000 people in this chat.
That's true.
Oh, you're saying you're nervous about AOC finding... What was the message you put on the board? That you don't want AOC... Take it down if you don't want her to see it, or I'll take it down. Or maybe she should see who you really are. I don't know. Maybe it's good that she knows that.
Oh, I guess I'm still on your island. I can go look at the board and see.
I've actually got some...
Oh, I forgot it's KK Day.
It's KK Day, 6 o'clock. We got to get back here and get that bootleg.
Oh, is it the Gary Loves Farts drawing?
I suspect that is the one he's referring to, yes. I mean, what else would it be? Let me see. Let's go to my channel.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very on-brand humor for Adam. Do you know LD Shadow Lady is playing Animal Crossing right now? She's actually got the #1 stream in the channel, 3.7k viewers.
The kid was watching it before she had breakfast.
I very, very cynically changed the name of the title of the stream to Elijah Wood Live on the Island while he was here. Because, you know, I'm shameless. I'll do anything to get viewers on this channel. Let me see. Okay. Assess. Here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. God, I forgot he already assessed them. Let's see. Do I have any that I can donate? Let's see if we get... Oh, of course I can't donate while you're here. Of course I can't. Because why would I be able to do that? What kind of sense? I mean, that makes no sense, right? Oh, sorry, there's somewhere else. There's someone else on this island somewhere. Therefore, I cannot accept a donation from you.
Alright, I am actually going to leave your island now. And then you can do the thing, so just hang tight.
Okay. Let me talk to Lobo since he's hanging around here. See,
You're
I
not going to be
actually
able
like
to talk to
Lobo.
him in a second because it's going to interrupt you.
Okay. Alright, I just had a very brief chat with him. Now, again, here's what I want to know. Who is the jock on my island? Do I have... Because the Flourish email that I want so desperately, Leah found out that you get it from a jock character. Now, that means... custom designs. Map. Okay. Who is a jock? Is Bud a jock? Because I think he's the only jock I've got right now.
Yeah, I looked it up for you yesterday, I think.
Yeah.
Here, let me check. If
I
you
think
use
Bud's...
the app and track your villagers, it'll tell you what.
I know. I'm just
what they all
asking
are.
you because I'm too lazy
Yeah, he is
to
a
do that.
jock lion.
Okay, so he is a jock. All right, I spoke to him earlier. I don't think so. I got to hang out with him more. Do I have... When is Dottie going to come to my island? I'm going to go do the amiibo card thing again. Because I really do want to get Dottie on the island. And I want this stupid pink gorilla off my island. I'm not a fan. Okay, Leah's leaving the island, which will give me full access to all the things I should still have while she's on the island. What are you laughing at?
You still have to close the gate before you can do things. I was just laughing at Adam shouting that in the chat because he knows how frustrated you get.
I'm gonna go close the gate right now.
I'm gonna hop off of Discord now since I am back on my island. Also, Kiddo is jumping on the trampoline.
All right, I'm probably gonna come up shortly. I'll play for like another half an hour or so, and I'll come up just before lunch.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
See you then.
See you in a bit. Yeah, Oldie Shadow Lady is like my daughter's favorite YouTuber. She watches her obsessively, these Minecraft YouTubes that she does. And she's doing a 6-hour charity stream right now for the RSPCA. She's got a massive audience right now, 3.7 thousand people watching her. That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool. All right, let's go do the things that I can now do. Actually, I need to make a quick change to the set before I forget to do anything else. I really don't want to mess this up. I mean, I'm not going to forget, but like I'm going to just go do it right now anyway, just to get it out of the way. So we do have 3 guests on the set Monday. So I'm going to leave the third chair out so that people can sit. I wish there was a 3-person couch. I really do, but there isn't. And that would probably be my number 1 wishlist item in the entire game, would be a 3-person couch. But I just don't think they're going to add it. Okay, so let's get the elephant in the room out. Is there a place that shows the show schedule and guest lineups? There should be. I should really add it, but I'll tell you right now what it is. It goes out live on Twitch Monday mornings 9 a.m. Friday evenings 7 p.m. and then Friday mornings 9 a.m. In terms of the guest list, we typically announce the next show's guests during the current show. So if you're on the Monday show, I'll tell you who Wednesday's guests are. Like on Monday's show, I'll tell you who Wednesday's guests are. Elijah obviously was going a little bit more. That's the first time we've done it because I wanted to do the sound check with him. We announced that ahead of time. He will actually be on the show Thursday. We haven't officially announced that yet. Although I guess technically I did because I tweeted out that he's doing a sound check for the show. What am I up to here? What do I need to do? Okay, I know what I need to do. I got a bunch I need to do. I got to get over to the resident services. What did I miss there? God damn it! I need to be looking at my Streamlabs. I missed that. Oh, Alexander Vasquez subscribed to Twitch Prime. Well, thank you very much. Let's get this done here. I know Brie Larson plays AC. People have been tagging me in tweets with her constantly. Uo Taipon, thanks for the Twitch Prime. I'm very aware that she plays Animal Crossing. I think my guess is from the number of people that have hammered her with tweets about it. I'm sure she's aware of it. She's very welcome on the show anytime. We would love to have her, but No one's spoken to anyone about anything right just yet. Maybe we'll do it. I think if AOC comes on, I think that'll open the door for anyone, because it'll be like, hey, if AOC's done it, you know, if it's good enough for her, it should be good enough for you. Basically, that's how I would think about it. Thanks, more. I'm glad you're enjoying the show. This is just our little show. This is Animal Crossing Mornings. We're a big audience this morning because Elijah was here, and his milkshake brought all the boys to the yard. Is her show AOC's? No, we're in very, very early discussions about her doing it. I don't know if it's. No one knows for sure if it's going to happen. But she wants to do it, and I want her to do it. We've just got to figure out how it would work, and then we'll do it. KK Step. I already have that. Okay. Yeah, maybe Elijah. Elijah is probably the biggest guest celebrity-wise that we've had on the show so far on Thursday. So I don't know. There's other guests next week that I would say are on the same level as him fame-wise. But you know, you be the judge. All right, let's do this. I want to get Dottie on the island. I'm going to try this again. I'm going to get her on this damn island. Dottie! Let's get Dottie over here. The Forgotten says, seriously, Gary, thanks so much for just bringing all kinds of cool stuff into my life. Just the right amount of cool stuff in this current period of just sitting around doing nothing. Thank you. I love that. I love that comment. Thank you so much. It takes 3 visits. Well, this will be visit number 2. So let's, you know, we're on our way. We're getting there slowly. Let's go visit Dottie. Let's go check her out. See what she's up to. She comes to the island right away. Okay. That up. Hold on. Let me do a test. I got to do a little test alert here. Make sure I've got it in the right place. Okay, just bring that up like right there. That's what we want. Okay. Good. All right. What am I up to right now? Oh, I want to go check out these fossils. Oh, Bud, come on. Give me that flourish emote, that flourish reaction that you know I want so much. He has to get an emote from someone. I can't just hassle him, right? He needs to have the idea and come up to me, I think. I think that's how it works. So he's not going to have it for me right now. Come on, Blathers. So actually, I say emote, but really, officially they're called reactions. But yeah, and every time you get a reaction, it's like someone comes, "Hey Gary, I got something for you." Like I can't initiate a reaction conversation; they have to initiate it. Gary, I just sent you a 3-person log couch. It's not super pretty, but it fits 3. All right, well let's take a look at that. That's 2 more pieces. Excellent. I'm very close to having a full museum. Let's do it. Oh no, he already took them, right? Okay, all right. So I'm gonna sell the rest. Okay, that makes sense. Got it. We're in good shape. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break. And I'll be back in just a moment. Hey, we're back. Thanks for waiting. Alright, let's go get rid of these other... So it's actually such a relief to actually just play Animal Crossing, you know, in the regular, normal way that everyone else plays it, instead of hanging out in my basement all day. I mean, that's the great thing about Animal Crossing. You can, of course, do anything you want. Play anywhere you like. Thanks, Billy the Neg. Let me just bring that right now. I can make sure that fits on the screen right now. Billy the Neg, subscribed for 3 months. I'm going to check out Able Sisters. I haven't been in there yet this morning. Sell a bunch of stuff. Get some stuff sold. You know, even for the life of a glamorous late night talk show host, I have to, you know, I have to deal with like regular island business as well. Like, I don't have assistants, I don't have interns, no one else is doing this for me. I gotta go sell all this shit. Ooh, these, I mean, fossils go for good money. I think this will be a good little haul here. What are we also gonna be here? That's gonna go back into storage. Squat toilet? Who the hell gave me that? How do I have that? Where'd that come from? A bit of pocket money to take to Able Sisters. Okay. And then we'll go check in on Dottie. See what her situation is. One step closer to getting on my island permanently. Gotta go get the custom design. Remember to check in with Sable every day. Oh, I can't clear my throat. There it is. Thank you. Sorry about that. Gross. Wait, hold on. I did close the gate, right? What did you say to me? She didn't give me a custom design today. Or maybe she did, I wasn't paying attention. I'm so out of it. Oh god, that's an ugly shirt. I think I have the green version. I think it's called like flashy shirt or something. Okay, let's see what we got here. Got some. Okay, so Elijah got himself the black leather jacket. That is a cool look. I kind of might want... Oh, I want to check something real quick. Okay. 1 second. Okay, I want to try something. I'm going to play that again real quick. Oh yeah, that's better. Now when I check this out. So when I play it again, when I press the button to turn it off, rather than just stopping abruptly, I change the setting in Stream Deck so it will now fade out nicely. Check this out. Oh yeah, that's better. I like that. Okay. Yo, groovy shirt. That's what it's called. Groovy shirt. Very 70s. Not really seeing anything. I have all this stuff, I think. Impish costume. What would I do with that? I don't know about that. Yeah, nothing I need today. Let's go check on Dottie. See if we can do a little task for her and get her to come to my island. I should have sold my peaches. Oh, and the library wall. And I need to put the weeds back in my storage. But first of all, priorities. Let's go talk to Dottie. Oh, hold on, I got a thing here. What did I get? A little Miles thing. Yeah, I should take a look at that library wall. I have a feeling it's going to be a bit too much, but I'll take a look at it. I don't know what I would use it for. Paul F. Tompkins plays the game. I actually love him. He did a show called Bajillion Dollar Properties. That was a hilarious show, and I actually would love to have him on. I should actually tweet at him. I should tweet at him. I wonder if he follows me. I don't think he does. But I'm a big fan of Paul F. Tompkins. I think he's very funny. Alright, cardboard box has got to be easy to make, right? Okay, now it goes into the first available slot, which is up here. There we go. He talks about it in his podcast. Let's get him on. Let's get him on. I'd love to have him on the show. I like comedians. Alright, what does this small cardboard box require in terms of card? It cannot be a high spec item. Oh, regular cardboard boxes. Okay, how do I make those? Do I have a recipe for that? I think I do. You need cardboard. You need a cardboard box to make a small cardboard box. How does that work? There might be. That's a good point. I should go. That's a great idea. Let's go look in the recycle bin. Never thought about that, but I should do that. That's exactly where that kind of stuff gets left. Let's go take a look. That one there. Usually it's like torn pants and cardboard boxes is what you get. Is what gets left in here. Oh shit. There we go. What was it, 2? Let's double check. I don't want to have to play the Zen music again. Hold on, let's put it in. Okay. Yeah, it's 2. Alright, and I think I can actually do it right here. There's a little craft station right here. Yeah, perfect. Alright, 2 cardboard boxes somehow become 1 small cardboard box. Contrary to the laws of physics. Oh, I just got confirmation on my Joker Comics order. That's cool. I'm glad I got that. I really do think that thing's going to sell out. Oh yeah, we were on Super Punch last night. I don't know if you guys saw that. You guys want to see something cool? Hold on. Let me do this. Let me mute the capture card real quick. I'm going to show you something cool. I'll probably get claimed on this, but whatever. Let me see. There was this thing there's a thing on TBS. It's called Super Punch, and I guess it's kind of interesting. Twitch, it's like an esports show. Hold on, let me find this real quick. I'm gonna show this to you because why not? Hold on, I'm gonna run this whole segment, and if the YouTube doesn't like it, whatever. Where is it? I'm going to run a little clip. There's a thing called Super Punch, and they're on Twitch, But they also go out on TBS, and TBS is like on everyone's cable dial. Everybody gets TBS. Like whether you want it or not, you get TBS. And they cover. I think they mostly cover like esports. But hold on. How do I make this full screen?
We have some.
Stop it. Hold on, let's see here. I'm gonna get this working. Just bear with me. Oh yeah, this will work. I'm gonna show you this little thing. This went out live. This went out live last night. Well, not live, but they recorded it and went out on live TV. This thing called Super Punch, which I had not heard of, but it's like an esports show, and they also cover like things that are trending on the internet. And this one, we were actually on like, I say like real TV, like that's how somehow a step up from, you know, what we do here on Twitch and YouTube. Like Twitch and YouTube is just as valid as real. It's not like TV is like more real than, you know, the stuff you watch online. If anything, it's the opposite these days, but it's still cool to be on TBS, you know, the home of Conan O'Brien and endless Big Bang Theory reruns. Let's take a little look at this this segment. I recorded something for them earlier in the week, and they put it out live on TBS. So let's check it out. How do we? Let's go. Yeah, go over here to monitor 2, and let's run this.
Some rap coming up later. Honestly, if it's not as good as that, that's very embarrassing for us that we showed something so good. So no pressure for later. Welcome back to Super Punch. Thanks to social distancing, you're not going to see late night talk shows in the usual format. A band, in-studio guests, a couch within coughing distance of the host. However, film and game writer Gary Whitta found a creative solution and made his own show. It's called Animal Talking.
They made the same mistake I did. I forgot to turn off the music in the background when I go to a clip. It's nice to know it's not just me.
Live from the island of Kauai, it's Animal Talking. Today, join Gary and his guests, video game legend Jordan Mechner and best-selling author Hugh Howey. And now, because none of us can leave our homes, here's your host, Gary Whitta.
God, Snowbike Mike just kills those intros. He does such a great job with those intros. They're amazing.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Joining me now is the creator and host of Animal Talking, Gary Whitta. Welcome to our show.
Hello, thank you. I'm getting used to welcoming people to my show, so this is a kind of cool role reversal for me.
It's nice to be a guest. You have to worry.
And I'm very aware that I'm like picture in picture watching myself on stream right now. This is very Inception and very narcissistic, but whatever. I thought this was cool.
About a lot less.
Much less pressure.
Yeah, for sure. So you were the editor of PC Gamer. You've written movies like The Book of Eli. You've written for games, and now you've taken on this new career, talk show host. Did you ever see this coming?
No, I call myself an accidental talk show host because this genuinely was an accident. You know, as you said, I have a career. I used to
I make sure I wore the Billionaire hoodie for this.
Screenwriter, and that's my day job. But on my off hours, I like to noodle around in the world of Animal Crossing. My wife and daughter, we all play together, and I was goofing around in my basement, in my virtual basement in my in-game house, and thought it might be fun to experiment with the idea of could we recreate the Tonight Show, the set in my basement. And we were able to put something together that looked so good. Everyone was saying, oh my God, you should actually do a talk show. And we started goofing around with it. We did a pilot episode that people really responded to. And about a week later, we have a real live talk show that is no different from anything that Jimmy Fallon or Conan O'Brien or Stephen Colbert does. We have stand-up comedy, we have live music, we have celebrity guests. We're fully booked out through the month of May. And
it's true.
I don't know what's happening, but I feel like I have created a monster that I can no longer control.
I mean, it's a good problem to have. I mean, it looks so good. It really,
Thank
looks
you.
And feels like a talk show. It totally does. But like cute. which is awesome.
Yeah, I mean, that's what we love about the world of Animal Crossing. It's adorable. It's like if Jimmy Fallon or Conan O'Brien was a cartoon character, that's the show that you would be watching.
Yeah, I mean, it's made chores cute. So, like, making something that's already fun cute is, like, a million times better. What was your aha moment? Like, where you're like, I'm going to do this. This is going to happen.
It was the wallpaper.
You said the wallpaper, yes.
Yeah, it was when we were building the set, we put together, like, everyone knows what a late night talk show set looks like, right? There's a desk, there's a couch, there's a band, there's kind of greenery in the background, and there's usually some kind of backdrop of like a city skyline. You know, we've seen that a million times. It's kind of part of the furniture of the late night talk show set. And we were able to get our hands on a special wallpaper.
Hey, they used Leah and Tony's episode. Leah, you're on TBS.
City skyline, and as soon as we dropped that
right next to
set,
Sheldon,
like, this is going to work.
And Ray Romano.
Is that a custom design, or is that something that you got from like Sahara?
You have to get that from Sahara, who is the mysterious camel who sells you strange wallpapers.
Okay, I mean, I feel like deep down there's a game dev there that was like, I hope someone makes this into a talk show, because that wallpaper is just perfect for it. Okay, I love how this looks. I gotta be a guest right now and go.
Well, right now, as I said, we are unfortunately fully booked out through the month of May, and I don't care how famous you are. I'm not going to bump anyone. This started as me messing around with my friends, and I've been very overwhelmed by the fact that I've got record labels and celebrity publicists calling me, trying to get their celebrity guests on the show. That's super exciting for me, obviously. But this is a hobby. I want to kind of keep it real. It's about me and my friends. Some of my friends are more famous than others. But yeah, right now I literally had a conversation with the publicist of a fairly well-known celebrity.
I just realized, by the way, that when I tweeted out Elijah Wood on the island earlier, I screwed up the link, and it was the wrong link. It was a Twitch. There had too many T's in Twitter, and anyone who clicked on that link wasn't able to get through. So I actually totally screwed that up. And so anyone who saw the tweet and wanted to come to the island and see Elijah running around on the island. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to clip it out after this, and I'm going to put it on YouTube so people can still see it.
Today,
and also, yeah, that was. I look at this. Look, there's no way to pause my face, just none, with it and have it look good. It's just there's no version of it. There you go. That's not too bad.
In June, but right
that's
now
not
the
too
show
bad.
is fully booked.
Okay, well then can we do a tour, and then I can pretend
Absolutely.
in my little brain.
Absolutely. You're already on my my island, the beautiful sun-kissed island of Kauai. Are you ready for a tour?
Yeah, let's do this tour. Let me just switch over my screen here really quick.
All right, so here we are. The whole set is built basically in the basement of my house. This is actually usually my office, but we've turned this into the green room. This is where guests hang out backstage, listening to the show while they wait for their turn to come onto the set. I need to put out some snacks or something.
It's okay, Steve. It was my mistake. I'm going to put it up on YouTube and people can watch it, and it'll be correct.
Yeah, I need little water bottles and finger food and stuff like that. And we're working on that. Every day we add a little more to the show. This obviously is my living room. Like I said, the whole thing is built inside my house. And then the set, it's kind of like very Wayne's World. The set is actually down here in my basement.
So everyone gets to walk through your living room and be like, oh, stars, just like us.
I've had people get actually kind of starstruck when they come on this set. I can't believe I'm actually on the set of Animal Talking, but here it is. You're on the set.
It's
and
so
we're very
cool.
proud of it. Yeah, it's really, really fun. We've got cameras, we've got lights, we've got a full band area. We've got everything you would expect on a late night talk show. In fact, we have more than every late night talk show that's out there right now. You know, Fallon and Conan and Colbert and all these guys are recording their shows out of their basement. I'm the only guy right now with a real band and real cameras and a real desk because we're doing it in a virtual space.
Yeah, you've almost perfectly gotten around the social distancing.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Like we can do things that no other talk show can do. Like on a show earlier this week, we had guests on the show. We had Adam Nickerson, our band leader. He was in Canada. I'm in San Francisco. And the two guests on the couch were in New York City and Montpellier, France. So, Drew, please don't mess with the cameras. There you go. Thank you very much.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
This
Apologies,
is a working set.
But if you'd like to, you're welcome to sit in the host chair. That's a privilege I offer to very, very few people. But if you'd like to see what it feels like to sit behind the desk. Yeah, there's all kinds of Easter eggs and tchotchkes. There's references to the Johnny Carson Tonight Show, to the Larry Sanders Show, to Between Two Ferns. The set and the show itself is really a love letter to classic American late night talk shows.
Oh my God, I love that.
I'll sit on the couch and pretend to be your guest.
Oh my gosh, I love that you have a Switch as your little reference thing on the desk.
Oh
That's
yeah,
cute.
gotta have the Switch.
Okay, so where people are by now are like, I need more. Where can people find you? Where can they see new episodes of Animal Talking, and when?
Sure. So we actually do 3 live shows a week on Twitch, which is a very popular live streaming platform. If you go to twitch.tv/Gary Witter.
I didn't realize the show actually goes out on Twitch. I'm telling people watching on Twitch what Twitch is. I just assume nobody knows anything. I had people for a really long time saying, oh, like, do I need Animal Crossing to watch the show? And I'm like, no. We need Animal Crossing to make the show, but all you need is a web browser to watch the show.
And Friday morning, 9 a.m. Pacific. And then all the shows are archived on YouTube immediately afterwards. You can watch them on demand. Just search for Animal Talking on YouTube and it'll pop right up.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for coming by and showing us this amazing set. This is truly fantastic. All right, everyone, make sure you guys check that out. That way you can feel like you're not even dealing with Q-Teen. All right, after the break, it's the Punchies. We're going to give out awards.
So, that was nice. That was a fun thing to do. I liked that. I'm glad that they took an interest in the show. It's all good. It's all good publicity. So where are we? Oh yeah, I was going to get Dottie on the island. I was going to give her this, let's get the capture card audio back. Hold on one second. There we go. Okay. All right, so this is our second successful visit from Dottie. Hopefully on the third, a protein shaker bottle. That'd be nice. Something I didn't have before, It's the thought that counts with a gift. Why not move here? Oh, she's interested. She's in. She's in. Oh, you better believe it. All right. I've never been a big fan of Can. I like Violet the least. She's got to go. You did. I'm sorry you missed the Elijah Wood interview. He left a little while ago. He was here for about 30 minutes. But I am going to post it on YouTube. I'm actually, what I need to do a better job of doing? Do I have a link to order the comic online? I had one earlier. Actually, I do. I'm going to pull it up right now. If you want to go all in, this is actually what I just ordered. Adam sent me this. This is a link. You can get all 10 variant covers. If you want that, and that's why it's actually I couldn't find another website that even has the individual ones because they're all sold out. I'm also going to post in the chat. Hold on a second here. Let me get this right. I've had this wrong for the longest time. Because I'm going to do something real quick. I don't know if anyone ever fixed this. Let me fix it real quick. Let me try this. If I do this. Yep, that's the wrong YouTube channel. I got to fix that. That's the wrong YouTube channel. The correct, if you want the YouTube channel where all the shows are archived, you don't go there because I've had it wrong all along. I thought it was the same as my Twitch name. It's not. You actually go here. And I'm actually going to fix that in Nightbot right now because that's been driving me crazy. People going to the wrong channel. I'm sending people to the wrong Twitch channel. I'm sending people to the wrong YouTube channel. No wonder the show is in trouble. I'm not doing anything right here. Okay, here we go. Nightbot commands. Okay, where is it? Custom commands. Okay, YouTube. Where is it? Commands. Custom. Why isn't it showing up? Is there more on here? Oh, I see it. Okay. All right. YouTube. Okay, let's fix this. That should fix it. All right. Let's try this again. All right. Try that. There you go. That definitely works. That definitely takes you to the right channel. And if you go there, don't forget to like and subscribe and all that noise. You know, you'll get notified of the latest. You'll get the latest episodes as they drop, and we also drop clips over there. The Elijah Wood clip, I'm gonna pull that out and put it on the show right after we close the channel here. Yep, we're getting rid of Violet. Definitely getting rid of Violet. She's gone. All right, and we're going to replace her with Dottie. Okay, this has been a big development. I'm almost as excited about this as I was about Elijah Wood. I can't believe I screwed up that Twitch link. What an idiot. Okay, all right. So is she here? Is she now here? I don't need. I mean, that's locked in, right? Public Enemy 59. Thanks for the tier 1 sub. Okay. She's locked in, right? We got her. I mean, I don't have to do anything. I know it'll take 2 days for the transition, but we've locked her in. I don't have to do any additional work. Okay, good. Good. Finally got rid of that gorilla that I hate that came over here from Adam's Island. I somehow ends up with all of his trash. I don't know when AOC is going to be on. Elijah Wood will be on Thursday night. I know that. He's booked. That's locked in. He's definitely on Thursday night. And AOC, I just started talking to her people yesterday. She wants to come on the show. I wanted to come on the show. But we've got to work out some stuff before, she's very busy. Well, hopefully we'll get there, but we got to do a bunch of stuff first, basically. We got to do a bunch of stuff. You see, we're selling those chicken and a biscuit crackers on the show. I'm telling you, Nabisco, they got to get in on this. They got to get in on this, on this action. Please bring your Switch up when you are done. Kiddo wants to go to your island and swipe the gorilla. Okay, great. Yeah, absolutely. I'll do that. My daughter actually wants Violet on her island, and honestly, she's welcome to her. Let's sell these peaches. Anything else I want to sell? No, that's it. Just the peaches. Yeah, I've always wanted to go to Fantastic Fest. Everyone I know who goes to it tells me I'd really enjoy it, and I think I should. I want to do it one year. When the world gets back to something like normal, I would love to do Fantastic Fest. I know it's a really good time. Oh, there's some mail. Got some mail. Chicken and a biscuit. If you live in America, just go to your supermarket. I mean, not that you probably shouldn't go to your supermarket right now, but go to your supermarket. They're these kind of chicken flavored savory snack crackers, and I just love them. They're my favorite crackers. Okay, let's take a look at this shaker bottle. Oh, it's like that. It's like a giant thing that comes with the whole thing that you see at like GNC. That's so funny. I kind of dig that. What else we got? Okay, so that can go into storage. I don't really have anything for that. Elephant slide goes back into storage. That gag is done. Squat toilet. What does that look like? Oh. I don't like that. I don't want a urinal in my bathroom. All right, let's sort out I hate it when my inventory does this. Like, I just need to know where everything is, so that really shouldn't have to do this, but I do. Yeah, so just clean up, like one button that says like clean up inventory. Like how much would that be appreciated, right? I'm just going to put that into inventory. Okay. Yeah, just one. I mean, this is exactly what computers were invented for. Is like automating laborious tasks. That is literally why they were invented. And you know, 100 plus years later, we're still not doing it in the most popular video game in the world right now. Okay, I'm gonna try in here. I guarantee you, it's not gonna work. These concept walls, they rarely work. But let's give it a try. If it's gonna work anywhere, it's gonna work in here. All right, here we go. Oh, I already have this. I can sell that. All right. That means if I know it, I've already tried it, and if it's not up on the wall, that means it didn't work. Okay. All right. I think it might be time to start wrapping up and finding someone to raid. I want to spend some time with my family. I also do want to raid someone. So let's do this. Let's pull that down. Pull that over here. We're going to find... I always love it when we find an Animal Crossing streamer to raid. And I find that very enjoyable. Let's find someone. Let's go over here to our browser view. And we saw there's LD Shallow Lady still killing it with 4,000 viewers. We're going to go low to high, though. We're going to go to the people who aren't killing it, the people that are like at the bottom of the hit parade in terms of viewers. And we're going to find someone to hit up. Let's see here. Wholesome Animal Crossing. I mean, that's the kind of content I'm here for. Kimchi98. Let's see what she's about. Oh, she's got a cute little logo.
Absolutely.
And no one's watching her. Come on. Let's see if she's friendly. Come on, be friendly.
I guess that's another thing I do. I really like to just
Kimtopia.
have villagers that are really cute. Gary Witta.
Oh, she's not only is she friendly, she pronounced my name correctly. You know what that means. I think you know what that means.
How are you doing today? Thank you for...
Oh, I'm doing very well.
Stop by and watch my stream.
I'm doing very well. To Kintopia. Be nice. Always be nice.
Fun factoid, one time my brother was swinging as a child, like on